kicks off at 3 Eastern. Meanwhile, the Cowboys announced they've hired offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer as the team's new head coach, agreeing on a 4-year. Number 3, Iowa State.
At infinitysportsnet.com. That's infinitysportsnet.
Operations capacity. So this is actually her 10th year with the Cowgirl basketball program. She has helped guide the Cowgirls to their first ever Mountain West tournament title in the 2020-21 season. Second appearance in NCAA tournament in program history.
This message is from the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Veterans deserve to know about the best houses 60 streams, and all other media outlets can download them as MP3s. Outreach/radio.
Missed coffee time? Looking for comfort and convenience? Suites for your perfect stay away. Enjoy cozy.
To Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com. Today.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
and inviting. This season from Porter Supply.
The Porter's Tailgate Show is made possible by Porter's Supply Company in Riverton.
And a very good Saturday afternoon to you. Welcome to Cody High School. Schweitzer Gymnasium is the location. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson here with you. Not your normal Lander broadcaster. You get the JV crew this afternoon. Scott Fuller is off after that trip to Lyman. A interesting trip to Lyman. We saw a Lander sweep down there on Thursday. These Lander girls that are up first here this afternoon, coming off of an overtime thriller, knocking off the Eagles in really a tough place to play. We'll hear from head coach Drew Powell in just a couple of moments here on the Porter's Tailgate Show. He told us how difficult it is every time they go down in that small gymnasium. So that conversation's on the way. We also caught up with Lander senior Zoe Mulholland here, and we'll chat with her for just a couple of moments on the Porter's Tailgate Show. She told us, of course, about the basketball season, but she's recently signed to play volleyball at McCook College in Nebraska, so we asked her a little bit about her volleyball career at the next level too. Meanwhile, the game at hand we're about to bring you features the 9-3 Cody Phillies. They're 2-0 in conference play. Their only loss to a Wyoming opponent this year was to the very good Douglas Lady Bearcats. They lost to a team out of the Denver area, a school in Nevada at a big tournament down in Denver. So only one loss to a Wyoming opponent. That 9-3 might be a little bit deceiving just how good this Cody team is. They rank number 3 in the WyoPreps.com coaches and media poll. Lander comes into this contest 8-5 overall. They are a perfect 2-0 in conference play after that win over Lyman in overtime that we talked about on Thursday. These two teams have met once before, was in mid-December at a tournament in Lander. And unfortunately for Tiger fans, that one was all Phillies. Cody broke away, especially in the second half there. It was fairly tight at halftime, but a big second half effort from Cody would propel them to a 63-34 victory. Grace Hayes, who, if you've been following girls basketball in Wyoming, you know that name Hayes, at 29 points. And she is a challenge to stop for just about everybody in the state. Porter's Tailgate Show continues on, made possible by Porter's Supply Company in Riverton. They're your home for stoves, spas, pellets, and more. We'll catch up with Drew Powell, the Lander head coach, and Zoe Mulholland, Lander senior, in just a couple of moments. Lady Tiger basketball coming up on County 10's YouTube channel and radio coverage on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM.
Kane and Associates CPAs, we serve clients across Fremont County and beyond with top-tier accounting services. From individual taxes to business consulting, our creative and precise team offers tax management, estate planning, and more. You'll find us engaged and meticulous to ensure each client gets personalized guidance. Visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more about our services and how we can help you achieve financial success.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine Athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
Back on KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM. Streaming video coverage on County 10's YouTube channel. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson with you here from Cody High School as we count you down to the first of our doubleheader here this afternoon. The Lady Tigers and the third-ranked Phillies of Cody High School. just a few moments ago was able to catch up with the Lander Valley High School senior Zoe Mulholland, who has had obviously a big impact on the basketball team in her starting role, but she excels at volleyball, will play at the next level at McCook Community College in Nebraska. Here's how my conversation just a couple of moments ago would go with Zoe. All right, back on the Porter's Tailgate Show, Zoe Mulholland, Lander Lady Tiger, is our guest. First of all, how was the bus ride up here to Cody? You've been on the road a lot this week. How are you feeling?
It was long. It was really hot on the bus too, so it just felt like every second it was just like you were overheating. But I slept.
The AC break, or what happened?
No, some people were cold, and so they were like, we want the heat on, and when we ask for the heat off, it's always completely off, then it gets cold.
The fun of bus rides. Thursday, you had an intense game at Lyman, went to overtime. How you feeling after some extra basketball?
Good. It was just nice to go 2-0 in conference. It was a good win. So,
how's this team feeling this time of the year? I talked with your coach just a minute ago. He said he thinks your confidence is in the right place as a team. Do you think you're starting to roll here now that you're in conference play?
Yeah, for sure. I think we get a lot of shots off per game, and sometimes they don't go in, but a lot of the times they do. And I think we're starting to feel for each other, and especially on the defensive end, we move so well. I think when we play zone is probably where our best defense is, especially on teams that have bigger girls that are harder for like one person to guard because we're not very big. But I think overall we're definitely getting into a flow, which is great going into conference.
This Cody team, you saw them in Lander. Everybody in the state knows they're good. They've been good at 4A a while. Now you have to deal with them in 3A. What do you do here on the road against a really good team?
I think just getting off the bus, getting a good warm-up in. We'll go do our dynamic here in a minute, but I think getting lots of energy going, because we're not like a team that like something good happens and we just go crazy. Like it's just we're kind of calm, and like we're all excited, but we're definitely a very calm team. I think just talking a lot and having our movement. I think when we get a lot of shots to go in and we have lots of points going on the board is when our team plays the best.
Definitely. Tell me about your volleyball career. You're going to the next level. Give us all the details. Where are you going and why'd you make that decision?
I'm going to McCook Community College. It's in Nebraska. I don't know. I really loved their coach. She was great when I went down there. I went down there for a camp. It was this like senior showcase thing, and I loved it there. And then she invited me down for an official visit, and I went and I loved it there. The girls were great. I wanted to get away from home. I didn't really want to stay in Wyoming, but it's always going to be home here. But I wanted to try something new, and I thought it would be fun to go there. And she was great. She was very supportive. She's a great lady.
Awesome. Can't wait to root for you at the next level. Been fun watching you, and still a lot of basketball ahead. So good luck tonight. Good luck the rest of the way, and appreciate you taking a couple minutes.
Thank you.
She is Zoe Mulholland, the Lander Valley High School senior. She'll be in the starting lineup tonight on the basketball team, playing volleyball at the next level at McCook, as we'll root and keep you up to date with how she's doing there once we get to the fall of 2025 and volleyball season can continue. Want to say hello to Karen watching from Oak Point, Texas on County 10's YouTube channel. Karen happens to be the grandmother to Zoe Mulholland. So Karen, thanks for listening and hope all is well in Texas. This is the Porter's Tailgate Show, made possible by Porter's Supply Company in Riverton, as we count you down to tip off about 5 minutes away here from number 3 Cody and Lander Lady Tiger basketball conference matchup. This is the rematch here on this one. Of course, I had a doubleheader earlier at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Unfortunately for Lander fans, that was dominated, especially in the second half, by this very good Cody team. They ultimately won 63-34 behind 29 points from Grace Hayes. Let's just keep rolling here on the Porter's Tailgate Show, straight into our conversation with head coach Drew Powell that I had just a few moments ago. We've got starting lineups and the opening tip coming up here in a couple of minutes, but first, my chat with second-year Lander head coach Drew Powell. Back on the Porter's Tailgate Show, chatting with Coach Powell. Coach, first of all, congrats on the win on Thursday. Hard-fought effort, going to overtime. Your thoughts after that hard-fought ball game on the road?
it's just a hard place to play down there, and their coach does a good job at giving them some defensive schemes that make it hard to score. But, we were just resilient and got a steal and a layup, and then just came down to making some free throws, and we did that just to close out the game.
You didn't have much time to prepare for this one with one day off. Did you get to do anything in the gym yesterday?
All of our gyms are full because of wrestling, so we watched film on Cody and watched us play him the last time. Kind of made a checklist of what we have to do to be successful in this game, and then just trying to figure out how we're going to go execute it.
I was looking at how many things are going on in Lander this weekend with a swim invite and a Nordic ski invite. Is town just crazy right now?
Yeah, there's people everywhere right now. It just seems like, but that's okay. It's good for the economy.
You've played this Philly team before. Everybody in the state seems to know how good they've been at 4A and now at 3A. How do you approach this team on the road this time around?
I think we're going to try to press them a little bit more, not let them be as comfortable bringing the ball down. That's kind of our hope, just keep them out of the rhythm of getting right into their offense. But it just comes down to we got to knock down some shots and play some good defense.
Confidence-wise, where's your team at here as we start to really roll into conference play? Is your team feeling pretty good about itself?
Yeah, I think they're feeling good about themselves. I think that we're starting to hit our stride, shooting the ball a little bit more, and then just playing as a team and getting into our offense. It started to look better the last couple of games. So, yeah, I think they're feeling pretty confident.
And finally for you, health injuries. How's everybody feeling this time of year? Any bumps and bruises, that kind of thing?
With the varsity, we don't have any really big injuries. A couple ankles and some knee stuff, but we got them all taped up and braces on them, and they're still feeling pretty dang good.
Awesome. All right. I appreciate your time as always, Coach. Best of luck.
All right. Thank you.
Drew Powell, the second-year head coach for Lander Valley High School girls basketball. He'll go opposite Chris Wagner, who is in his 6th season with the Cody Phillies. Chris has a couple of state championships under his belt at the 4A level. And, of course, this Cody team dropping down to Class 3A, much to the chagrin of all 3A girls basketball teams. 4A teams are rejoicing that they're out of the way, but has not been very friendly for 3A teams to battle Cody. They've had to deal with Douglas being so good for so long, and now Cody has joined the pack. Also give a shout out to Pinedale, who is playing exceptional basketball right now at 11-1. This has been the Porter's Tailgate Show, made possible by Porter's Supply Company in Riverton. Again, they're your home for stoves, spas, pellets, and much, much more. Coming up in just a couple of moments, we will jump into the national anthem, and then we'll get back here with your starting lineups. The opening tip-off, it's coming up in just a couple of minutes. Lander and Cody, doubleheader of basketball from Schweitzer Gymnasium in Park County. We'll step aside for the national anthem, be back here in just a couple of minutes with the tip-off on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, and County 10's YouTube channel.
Who is RE/MAX All-Star Realtors? We're a professional real estate agency where your success is our priority. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we're here to guide you every step of the way. With unmatched professionalism and a track record of delivering results, we're your trusted partners in real estate. Your success is our top priority. Find your perfect property with RE/MAX All-Star Realtors. Contact us at 307-856-7827 or visit remaxriverton.com.
At Redden Kane & Associates CPAs, we serve clients across Fremont County and beyond with top-tier accounting services. From individual taxes to business consulting, our creative and precise team offers tax management, estate planning, and more. You'll find us engaged and meticulous to ensure each client gets personalized guidance. Visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more about our services and how we can help you achieve financial success.
To Cody High School. We are under some kind of a delay at the score desk, I guess. Still have not had a national anthem, and we've got the officials huddled around the score desk while they're working on maybe a scoreboard issue, although everything looks good. I'm not sure exactly what the holdup is here. And now we're going to get that national anthem. So now that I just took a break, we're going to hang in there and actually listen to the national anthem with you here on KOVE and County10.com. Cody High School Marching Band, the brass section there, I believe, playing the national anthem as they were very entertaining in the pregame show. Always one of the great bands around Wyoming, and a good atmosphere here at Cody High School. Maybe a little bit of a sparse crowd due to the fact that it's Saturday. Usually you see better crowds on Friday nights across Wyoming. A little bit thin up top here, but a lot of students have turned out for this game, and folks are still continuing to file in here at Schweitzer Gymnasium, one of the older facilities in Wyoming. A lot of history in this gym, and we'll see what happens here with this doubleheader coming up. We'll be a little bit behind schedule now due to all the pomp and circumstance at the start of this one. Let's get into your starting lineups here as we conclude the Porter's Tailgate Show. We'll start with the homestanding Cody Phillies. They're under Chris Wagner in his 6th season. Again, 9-3 this year. They've only got one loss to a Wyoming team, though, so a couple of losses to out-of-state teams, one from Denver, one from Nevada. They're 2-0 in conference play. Chris Wagner's squad looks like this. Number 0 is Ellie Talich. Talich is the second leading scorer on this team, 12.8 points per game, 5.2 rebounds per game. Maddie Boudry, number 5. Boudry averages 4.2 points per game. That is a popular name around here at Cody High School. As you tour the halls and you see all the plaques with these sport records here at Cody High School, you see the name Boudry a lot of places, especially in wrestling, with some older brothers here involved with Bronx athletics. Number 15 is Sophia Radakovic. Radakovic averages 5.5 points per game and nearly 5 rebounds per game. Number 24 is Sydney Simone. Simone averages 8.4 points per game. And the name that you probably are no stranger to if you've watched basketball in Wyoming before, Grace Hayes. Hayes wears number 21. She averages 19.1 points per game. She's the team's leading rebounder. She's the team's leading assister and team's leader in steals with 7 steals per game. By far number 1 in steals in 3A girls basketball. May remember her older sister, Molly, who's now playing at Idaho State. Now may remember her older brother, who's playing football at Idaho State. Lander Lady Tigers 8-5 overall, 2-0 in conference play under Drew Powell in his second season. They look like this. Number 0 is Daisy Goklish. Goklish leads the Tigers in points, 14.3 points per game. Number 10 is Paisley Hollingshead. Hollingshead averages 4.8 points per contest. Number 13, Zoe Mulholland. Mulholland, who joined us on the Porter's Tailgate Show, a senior, averages 3.2 points per game. 14 is Hayden Goggles. Goggles having a nice season so far, averaging 9 per game. And Dagan Reinhardt, quietly a force for Lander down low. Reinhardt, 34 is her jersey number. She averages 5.3 points per game and 6 rebounds per game. Lander in all tiger green, trimmed in black. Lander in block letters written across the front of their jerseys in white, trimmed in black. Cody in their all home white uniforms, gold and dark blue really nice color scheme. I've always admired Cody's color scheme and their logo. They've got Cody in block letters written across the front of their jerseys in dark blue. It's Radakovic in the jump center circle. She goes opposite Mulholland, and we are just about underway here. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson with you from Schweitzer Gymnasium, and quickly right out of the jump and over and back violation on Cody as Ellie Talich grabbed it just in the wrong spot, tiptoeing across that line, and that's good news for Lander. They get the first arrow and really the first possession. Goggles lose the handle for a moment, scooped up off the floor by Grace Hayes, and she's already got a steal. Averages 7. Grace throws it into traffic, saved along the baseline for a moment, and then dished right back out to Kendall McFadden. I missed Kendall on the starting lineup. She got the start for Lander. Here's Reinhardt down the lane trying to see who did not get the start. Goggles to Mulholland. I think it's Goklish. Nope, Goklish is out there. Goklish is going to try a 3. That's no good. Must be Hollingshead. That's not out there for Lander. I finally figured it out as Cody is going to turn it over for the second time. Uncharacteristic first 42 seconds. I know we're brand new in this game, but some misfires on the passes, and it's a ball out of bounds Lander direction with the length of the floor to go. Tipped basketball is gathered in by Mulholland right in front of the Cody bench, and then it's swatted from behind by Talich, and Ellie takes it away. Turnovers all over the place. Cody with some errant passes, and Lander with some steals by their opponent. Lander in a 2-3 zone here as we open up play. They feed the paint. Reinhardt almost had it. Now they go to the floor. Tie up should keep it with Lander basketball. The near side official pointed the other direction, but now they'll get it back to the Lady Tigers. Over the head of Goklish on a pass, so Lander misfiring on the pass this time. Ball out of bounds. We've only played a minute 21, but unfortunately for both teams, a lot more turnovers than points so far. Both teams in the settling in phase here in this conference matchup. Lander coming off that about 2.5, closer to 3 maybe hour bus ride. Here's Hayes, right side outside. Skip pass for Simone. Up top they go to Boudry. Maddie fires it to the paint, then right back out to Simone. She tries a 3 and knocks it down. So finally somebody squares to the basket, fires a shot off. It's a Cody 3-pointer. Sydney Simone's got it as we've played almost 2 minutes. Those are the first points of the game. And you'll see the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard on the bottom of your screen. Thanks to Fremont Chevy for making Fremont County basketball possible. Here's another steal by Grace Hayes. Cody's got numbers 3 on 2. Grace the distance, lay it up and in. First bucket for Grace Hayes, and Coach Powell wants a timeout right away. Just a quick 30-second break here to talk things over. Again, this is the first of 2, obviously coming up here after this one, the boys' version of this matchup, and that's going to be an interesting game. Both of those teams are ranked. Cody's number 3, Lander is number 5 this week in the WyoPreps.com coaches and media rankings. But these teams, when they met back in, I guess it was early January. I keep saying December, but it was just a couple weeks ago when they played each other. Cody prevailed as the victor in that game. 69-56 was the final score there. Grady McCartan, Cody Bronk, had 21 points. On the boys' version of this matchup, both teams back out there after the quick 30-second break. 5:56 to go first quarter. It's 5-0 Phillies on top of the Lander ladies. They'll show full court pressure. Coach Powell in the Porter's Tailgate Show telling us they have to handle Cody's pressure well. in order to be successful here against a good team on the road. They're still in backcourt, have been back there for a while. Now we'll throw it away. Radakovic to Talic, wide open, lay it up and in, and it's 7-0. Cody out in front here early on. 3 different contributors have scored for Cody, and they're looking for more. Boudry with a steal in backcourt. That pressure wreaking some havoc on Lander here when they have to inbound the basketball. Underneath, good dish to Radakovic, lay it up and in, and Sofia Radakovic becomes the 4th Cody player to score. Lander handles the pressure much better quickly down the floor. Reinhardt, a couple of bounces at the top, goes to McFadden. Kindle sweeps from the right side and goes. Give it to Goklish. She'll try a 3. That's no good. Front of the rim. Grace Hayes comes away with the long rebound in the corner. Now hustles it up the floor. Stop left side. Elbow dish out to Simone. She tries another 3. She's got another 3. Sydney Simone, 2 for 2 behind the arc. She's got 6, and that's half of the Phillies' points. They lead 12-0. Jump ball as McFadden runs into a double team. Grace Hayes, Sydney Simone are there, and the arrow this time will favor the Phillies. Simone on the floor one time. Now Boudry holds at the top, right side, outside. Grace Hayes sends it to the corner, and around the perimeter they go. Lander in that 2-3 zone, 4 outside for Cody offensively, with Radakovic going block to block down low, trying to post up. Hayes on a dribble drive, loses the handle. It's scooped up, taken away by Lander. They've got a 2-on-2 as they break out of the pack with it. All the way, Hayden Goggles has her shot blocked. Good hustle from behind. Maddie Boudry knocks it away, so the rest of her teammates can catch up. Ball out of bounds, baseline right to Lander as we see 2 new Phillies into the game. Reagan Moss checks in, and Evelyn Aguedal checks in. Midway through the first quarter, Lander looking for their first point of the basketball game. McFadden on the floor one time, left side outside to Reinhardt. Reinhardt trying to get by her defender is tripped and fouled by Aguedal, so Evelyn right into the game picks up the first foul of the contest on either team at the 3:54 mark of the first quarter. And we'll see Brianna Lincoln check in for the first time for Lander. Brianna's done a nice job off of the bench, averaging 6 so far this year. Good bounce pass to Reinhardt, swatted by Hayes, but gets it right back. Now Goklish will try a long 2 left side. That's a swish. Daisy Goklish, Lander's leading scorer, will break the scoreless streak for the Lady Tigers at the 3:38 mark of the first quarter, and the Cody lead is down to 10. Cody handles Lander's moderate pressure in backcourt nicely. Talic, right side behind the arc. Nobody out to guard her. She fires a 3 and knocks it in. This Cody team shoots the basketball about as well as any girls team in Wyoming high school sports, as Lander misfires a long pass down the floor. It's back to Cody with the length of the floor to go. Keep in mind, Douglas, obviously very good. Sheridan has been very good in 4A. And I know there's some other great teams around Wyoming that I'm familiar with, but these athletes at Cody have just been phenomenally good for many years, and it feels like they've got excellent youth programs, a middle school program, I'm told, that has a coach that has been recruited at the varsity level a few places, but according to a guy I talked to, just does not want to leave Cody. He loves it here, loves the program, and they've had a lot of success. 2 free throws here at the line. It's Reagan Moss as they talked over Lander's first foul of the game. Second one for Reagan is also good. And quickly on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard, it is Cody 17, Lander 2, with Mally Merriger coming into the game. Five minutes gone by, a 15-point Cody advantage here in the first of our doubleheader. Streaming video of these games available on County 10's YouTube channel. Cody's going to force a 10-second violation in backcourt. That pressure, when they can get it established, is really, really tough for Lander to figure out here early on. We'll see if they can settle in the game and do a better job against that press. If you're not familiar, you head over to YouTube just like you would to search any other videos. Search for County 10 and hit that live button. There's Hayes to the lane, lay it up and in, and she's fouled. Grace Hayes now with 4 and an opportunity to make it an 18-point Phillies advantage early. Free throw from Hayes is good. Aguedal back in for the Philly lineup. Knocked out of bounds off of Cody. Stays Lander basketball. They'll inbound right in front of Coach Drew Powell. My thanks again to Coach Powell and Zoe Mulholland, both our guests on the Porter's Tailgate Show. Chat with Stu Mullins of the boys team after the boys game is complete. Not positive if we'll get a player up here or not, but we'll try our best. Out of bounds Lander basketball again as they await to throw it in, this time in front of the Cody bench, so Lander will get an opportunity here at their half-court look. No, they won't. Brianna Lincoln's going to get charged with an offensive foul and illegal screen on Brianna's her first. Team foul number 3 on the Lady Tigers. We send it back to the Phillies, who are in command here early on, 20-2. Still 2.5 minutes remaining first quarter. Maddie Boudry has Lincoln on her defensively. Will work it across the free throw line and now hand off to a teammate. Ellie Talich has it, right-hand dribble. Reagan Moss sends it to Grace Hayes. Hayes looking to the post. That's shot off, no good. So instead she'll send it left side around the perimeter and then right back to Grace. Grace, crossover dribble down the lane. Send it to Maddie Boudry, left side, outside. Lander applying some good defensive pressure all over the floor. Look a little more dialed in here as they dig into that 2-3 zone. Now they're going to force a turnover as Grace Hayes tried to cut inside. They sent it behind her and it goes in backcourt for the over and back violation. Good defense all around that time by the Lady Tigers as they settle into this ball game slowly. Say hello to Melinda checking in. Appreciate you correcting me on the starting lineups there. That's completely my bad. I had the wrong player highlighted. Will not be my last mistake, I promise. But Melinda, you correct me every time. I appreciate that. Cody with the steal. Nice dish in transition to Marriager, who lays it up and in easily. And, man, the Phillies have a 20-point advantage here. We're still in the first quarter. Goplish sends it to McFadden, right side at the top. Now Reinhardt bounces a couple of times with the left hand. Send it up top to Brianna Lincoln. Lincoln worked on defensively by Marriager. Goplish. Lander playing catch around the perimeter. Swatted off of Grace Hayes' hands. Marriager up ahead to Grace Hayes. Lay it up and in. Ultimately, they had a 2-on-0 after Hayes deflected the basketball, and it's 24-2 Phillies inside of 35 seconds to play in the first quarter now. Lincoln holds at the top, uses screen from Mulholland, and it's intercepted by Grace Hayes. Here's a race to the basket. McFadden versus Hayes. Hayes traveled with it. She hit it from the free throw line, but traveled first in one of the more awkward looking plays. Grace, I think, had hesitation as to whether or not she should go straight at McFadden and go to the basket or just pull up from the free throw line. Little hesitation, took the extra step, and credit Kendall McFadden for the good hustle on defense, forcing that. 7 seconds in the quarter. Lander looking for some points here near the buzzer. Scooping shot right side by Goggles is not going to drop. And at the end of one, it's all Phillies. They lead Lander 24-2. We're back in a minute on your home for Lady Tiger basketball. KOVE, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM and County 10's YouTube channel.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Find more Fremont County sports coverage on the County 10 Sports Podcast.
Jared Anderson here, Jason Peterson running the camera for you on County 10's YouTube channel. All Phillies at the end of one. They lead Lander 24-2. Only Lady Tiger points so far. Daisy Goklish, 2-pointer. Grace Hayes leads the Cody effort with 7. Ellie Talich has 5. 6 points for Sydney Simone. Here's a quick takeaway from Cody. Ellie Talich off a nice pass from Hayes. Lay it up and in from the left side. And we pick up just where we left off, unfortunately for Lander fans, in the second quarter here with a quick steal and a bucket. Hayes knocks it loose to Talich, back to Hayes in transition. There's 2 more. Grace Hayes with 9 already. She averages 7 steals a game, and it made me go, wow, really? As a 3-pointer is missed by Addie Rounds, who just checked in. Long rebound. Comes away to Maddie Boudry, and Cody races it up the floor. I said, wow, really? 7 steals? That's way more than anybody in 3A girls basketball. And now I think that she might average more than 7 steals here after watching her reverse lay it up and in. This time Ellie Talich on an assist from Hayes again. Talich with 9, Hayes with 9. And the Cody advantage is 28. We've played just over a minute. Guess who's there with a steal? Grace Hayes, right-hand layup, the distance, got it. A 30-point Cody advantage. And Grace is the first player of the game in double digits. She's got 11, and we haven't even played 90 seconds of second quarter basketball yet. I know it's frustrating if you're a Lander fan right now, but if you're a fan of good, fundamental basketball, frustrating basketball against an opponent, as Cody comes up with another steal, this time it's Radakovic. Here's Talich, wide open 3, no good, front of the rim. Knocked out of bounds. Officials look at each other and they'll say Cody basketball off of Mulholland. If you're just a fan of good, well-executed basketball, this Cody team does it about as well as anybody. And unfortunately right now for Lander, the last 10 minutes of basketball has been outstanding. Simone's 3 is too strong, and then Boudry's over the back. So Lander draws the foul on Maddie Boudry. Good job Hayden Goggles and Addie Rounds down there with a couple of blockouts down low. See if Lander can get something going offensively here. They have struggled setting up in their half-court offense. Lincoln at the top. Right side to Rounds. Paisley Hollingshead is in the ball game. Goggles, baseline drive, slapped away. Baseline out of bounds to Lander as Goggles will trigger it in on the left side. Knocked away by Hayes. Goggles will take about 5-6 steps to her left. Now they're going to make her go all the way into that weird corner to send it in. This is one of the weirder spots to throw a basketball in, I've always thought. Lincoln on the floor 2 times. Hollingshead will try to feed the paint, but it's right to Ellie Talich, and here comes Cody in transition again. Jump stop from Talich. Send it out to Simone, and now up top, Hayes. Lander tries to dig into their 2-3 zone as they're back in transition. Boudry, left side outside, holds above her head, surveys the floor, now backs off the dribble. Lincoln on her defensively. Boudry goes past her, scoop up a tough left shot. Good. Maddie Boudry's first bucket of the game is a pretty one on a nice dribble drive. And the Cody advantage at 5:09 in the first quarter is 32, but only for a second. Hayden Goggles quickly right past the defender the other way, lay it up and in. And there is a much, much needed bucket by Lander to make it back to a 30-point game. That one smacked Boudry right in the head. Hayes is there to pick up the loose basketball, though. Left side, she fires up a tough shot and gets it to drop in there. Grace now with 13. Lincoln holds at the top. Basketball above her head. Goggles has Hayes on her defensively. Cody man-to-man defensive pressure. Goggles at the top. Squares to the basket. Left side outside to McFadden. Now Lincoln has it. Simone all over her defensively. Going to make Lincoln go to the floor to get it. Now she has to reload to Goggles at the top. Hayden, dribble drive, right side, runs into a double team. Tough shot over Simone. Didn't draw anything. Simone may have deflected it, and Sydney's there to take it away. Simone goes underneath. Radakovic was open for a second. Now has Talich at the top. Ellie, with some hesitation, lets it go. Couldn't hit it. Front of the rim. Simone had the rebound and then loses the rebound off of her knee. It goes ball out of bounds. Coach Powell wants a timeout. 3:50 remaining second quarter. It's all Phillies in the first half. They lead Lander at 36-4. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're home for Lander basketball. KOVE, 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, streaming video coverage on County 10's YouTube channel.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com. Today.
Welcome to Haskell Furniture and Flooring, now open in Riverton. Discover a huge variety of top brands like Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Lazy Boy, and more. Our showroom is filled with stylish and comfortable furniture for every room. Come visit us at 2210 North Federal and transform your home today. Explore the exceptional quality and unbeatable prices we offer. Visit HaskellFurnitureandFlooring.com to learn more and start living in style.
Lander basketball out of the timeout, trailing at 36-4. McFadden's going to try a three left corner. That's no good. Follow by Reinhardt, no good. Lander's going to get a third chance, though, out to Lincoln for three. She's got it. Brianna Lincoln with Lander's first three-pointer of the ball game makes it 36-7 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. 3:10 remaining second quarter. Glad to have you along. Jared Anderson here. Jason Peterson running the camera on County 10's YouTube channel. There's Simone at the top. She dribbles right side to the elbow and hands off to Boudry. Now Moss, who just checked back in. Reagan to the free throw line. They continue to kind of weave at the top. Give it to Simone. She tries a three. That's no good. Rebounded out by Mulholland, and here comes Lander. So still obviously a very lopsided game on the scoreboard, but a couple of defensive stops and a couple of three-pointers. How about Brianna Lincoln? Back-to-back triples now, and it's a 26-point game. Was once at 34, and it's now down to 26. So this is exactly what you need if you're Lander. A large deficit to climb out of here, but you do it one little piece at a time. And a lot of coaches will tell you starts on the defensive end. You got to get some stops. And that's what they've done the last couple of trips down. Simone, left side, outside, and a Cody timeout. Coach Wagner didn't like what he saw all the way across the floor, asks for the 30-second timeout. 2:08 remaining second quarter. It's Cody 36, Lander 10. Got rivalry women's basketball going on from Laramie. Second quarter score, Wyoming Cowgirls holding on to a slim lead against Colorado State, 23-22 right now. CSU led Wyoming at the end of one, 18-16. About 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Cowgirls 23, Rams 22. We'll keep you updated on that. Say hello to Rachel weighing in on County 10's YouTube channel saying, "Go Tigers, the press is killing them." Dang. Yeah, that's an understatement, especially there on the stretch, the tail end of the first quarter, early on in the second quarter. That full court pressure really wore Lander thin and took away some of their energy here early on in this one, and obviously those steals, Cody transition buckets. But in the last couple of minutes after that Drew Powell timeout, Lander has done a nice job, and Brianna Lincoln hitting back-to-back three-pointers also helps out a whole lot. So with 2:08 remaining in the half, see if Lander can continue to dig in. Good inbound for Radakovic. She uses the window, lay it up and in. Sophia's got 4, and that stops a 6-0 Lander run as we're inside of 2 minutes to play in the half. Goggles drives to the right side block, double team. Now gives it to Reinhardt in the paint, out to Lincoln. She tries another 3. That's no good that time. And Goggles, fighting down low for the rebound, will muscle it away, and then she's grabbed and fouled by Grace Hayes. First one on Hayes, and that is the third team foul on Cody. It's been a relatively clean game, not a ton of fouls on either side here in the first half. Grace Hayes there for the interception. Hayes going to try to go 1-on-2. She goes right past the defender, can't get it, but is pushed in the back and fouled. And we'll see Grace Hayes shoot 2 times. Brianna Lincoln picks up the foul. Good news is, I guess, if you're Brianna, you don't let her have an easy bucket. The bad news is Grace is close to automatic at the free throw line, as the first one is a swish. But you never know. She will get them both in there. As fundamentally sound as a shooter as you'll see in Wyoming high school basketball, boys or girls. Knocked out of bounds off of Hayes as Goklish was trying to go baseline. Stays Lander ball. Talich and Simone return for the Phillies. Goggles surveys the floor, sends it into Goklish. Daisy right back to Goggles. Now Goklish, right side, outside with it. Put it on the floor 2 times. Give it to Goggles. Goggles gets past one defender. Good help side defense by Hayes, though, and Cody's going to take it away. Hayes up ahead to Boudry. Boudry in transition. Lay it up from the right side. Got it. Lead is at 42-10. Cody led a few minutes ago by 34. That's been the largest deficit here. Lander chipped into it, made it a 26-point game after those Lincoln back-to-back three-pointers, but now it's back at a 32-point game here. 30 seconds remaining in the half. Mulholland on the dribble is shut off. Tried to find a teammate, and guess who's there instead? Grace Hayes with another steal. Hayes, quick jog across the time stripe, sets up the Cody offense, looks at the clock, it says 16 seconds. Simone dribbles 2 times, stops right at the top of the key. Now Hayes looking to go 1-on-1, isolation down the lane, tough shot, good defense by Goggles, got a piece of it. And we will go to the locker rooms with Cody comfortably on top here at halftime. They lead Lander 42-10. The Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show is on the way in just a couple minutes. We'll run down those first half scoring numbers And we'll set up a little bit about the boys game. An interesting all-ranked boys matchup coming at you in the second game of our doubleheader here from Schweitzer Gymnasium at Cody High School. Again at the half, it's the Phillies 42, the Lady Tigers 10. Back with the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show in just a couple of minutes on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM. Streaming video coverage this afternoon on County 10's YouTube channel.
To Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com. Today.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
It's the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Back to the gym. Here's Jared Anderson.
Welcome you into the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show presented by the Wyoming Department of Transportation. They remind you seatbelts save lives. It's a simple message. Every trip, every time. Buckle Up for Life Wyoming at the half. Cody's ladies lead Lander 42-10. It's been all Phillies here in this one. They have led throughout. They were up 24-2 at the end of the first quarter, so 8 points there in the second quarter by Lander, which included 2 3-pointers from Brianna Lincoln. Felt a little bit better on the offensive end, but still just too many turnovers, too many steals allowed by Cody, and that's more of a credit than it is a knock against Lander, because this Phillies team, especially when they're playing like this, feels like there's a lot of boys teams in the state that they could get, and they are firing on all cylinders here in this one so far. First half scoring numbers made possible by the Wyoming Department of Transportation. Brianna Lincoln, I mentioned those 6 points on back-to-back 3-pointers. Had 2 from Hayden Goggles, 2 points from Daisy Goklish. Cody Phillies led by Grace Hayes, who had 15 first half points. Ellie Talich had 9. It goes 6 points for Sydney Simone, 4 points for Maddie Boudry, 2 points for Reagan Moss. Did I say 4 points for Sophia Radakovich? I can't remember. Mally Marager had 2 points for the Phillies in this one, and that equals 42 by my count. I'm being asked to double-check the Cody team scores here by one of the broadcasters, our good friend Wyatt Barinchka, who is now the Cody broadcaster and was trying to give Cody even more first half points apparently, but I've got 42 for the Phillies here at the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. We'll squeeze in another timeout. We'll chat boys basketball here in a little bit. Should be a good one as you see him warming up on the floor right now. Number 5 versus number 3 this week. Lander looking for a little bit of redemption here in this one after Cody went to Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse, knocked off Cody a few days ago. Now Lander makes the return trip. So we'll tell you a little bit more about that one, get you set for the second half here in the girls game as well. At halftime, it's Phillies 42, Lady Tigers 10. Back after this with more from the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show on KOVE, 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, streaming video coverage on County 10's YouTube channel.
Kane and Associates CPAs, we serve clients across Fremont County and beyond with top-tier accounting services. From individual taxes to business consulting, our creative and precise team offers tax management, estate planning, and more. You'll find us engaged and meticulous to ensure each client gets personalized guidance. Visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more about our services and how we can help you achieve financial success.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine Athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
Who is RE/MAX All-Star Realtors? We're a professional real estate agency where your success is our priority. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we're here to guide you every step of the way. With unmatched professionalism and a track record of delivering results, we're your trusted partners in real estate. Your success is our top priority. Find your perfect property with RE/MAX All-Star Realtors. Contact us at 307-856-7827 or visit remaxriverton.com.
At Redden Kane and Associates CPAs, we serve clients across Fremont County and beyond with top-tier accounting services. From individual taxes to business consulting, our creative and precise team offers tax management, estate planning, and more. You'll find us engaged and meticulous to ensure each client gets personalized guidance. Visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more about our services and how we can help you achieve financial success.
Halftime coverage is made possible by the Wyoming Department of Transportation, reminding you to buckle up every trip, every time.
Back here at Schweitzer Gymnasium, Cody's ladies on top of Lander comfortably 42-10 at the intermission, hoping for a more competitive second half. Would love to see how Lander comes out here in the first few minutes of the third quarter, see if they can dig in defensively, get a few more of those stops, take care of the basketball a little bit better, and then just how do you shut down this Cody offense when there are so many playmakers firing on all cylinders? We talk about Grace Hayes, who has 15, and she's obviously one of the best players in girls basketball, but she's got so many weapons that she can kick to that are very capable. Ellie Talich, Sydney Simone with good first halves, among others. Boys matchup coming up after this one. Cody's 8-5 on the season. Lander's 8-5 on the season. Wyo Prep's rankings have Cody number 3, Lander number 5 this week. Cody beat Lander at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse earlier this month, 69-56. Was fairly competitive through most of it. Again, Cody kind of breaking away in the late stages to make that look a little more lopsided than it was for most of the game, but should be a really interesting one coming up here in the second half of our doubleheader. Lander knocking off Lyman on Thursday, both boys and girls. These Cody teams beat Powell on Thursday on the road. A much shorter trip for Cody Thursday than Lander had going down to the southwest corner of the state. A lot of other Fremont County basketball going on this Saturday. Riverton's at Star Valley. Girls tip off here at about 3 o'clock for that one. Wyoming Indian is hosting Kemmer. The boys playing right now at Ethody. Wind River is hosting Big Piney. Shoshone's on the road today at Rocky Mountain. St. Stephen's on the road at Burlington. And if you missed it on the Porter's Tailgate Show, we talked with Coach Powell a little bit about the madness going on in Lander right now. There are so many tournaments and nearly 50 different teams right now in 3 different sports in Lander. Plus, you throw in Riverton High School's got a large speech and debate tournament going on, but almost 30 teams on the wrestling mats at Lander Valley High School. Got 14 swimming teams in an invite today, and then there's a Nordic skiing invitational going on too. Back to action, Grace Hayes straight away 3. She picks up right where she leaves off as we start the third quarter here, and we'll adjust our Fremont Chevy scoreboard to indicate that. Cody knocks down the triple, and it is their largest lead of the game all of a sudden at 35. 45-10 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Hayden Goggles, Brianna Lincoln, Kendall McFadden, let's see, Dagan Reinhardt and Zoe Mulholland. The second half starting 5 for Lander is a loose ball picked up by Cody, taken away by the Phillies. 50 seconds in to quarter number 3. Grace Hayes, Maddie Boudry, Ellie Talich, Sydney Simone, and Sophia Radakovich. Same starting 5 for the Phillies. We'll start the third quarter. Simone, her pass way over her head. It was Radakovich that tried to pass it. They'll say that went off of a Lander fingertip, though, out of bounds. And send everybody back. So it's Phillies basketball, baseline right. Talich to trigger it in. Slaps the basketball. Gets not a lot of motion from her teammates, and it's smacked right back out of bounds off of Zoe Mulholland. Talich slaps it again. Much better cut this time, but it's still going to be knocked away by Brianna Lincoln. So Ellie Talich is going to throw it in here for another time, and this time she'll go all the way to the left side of the baseline. Talich looking. This time she'll go way up top to Grace Hayes. Sends it back to Talich in the paint. Talich turn around wide open too. Got it. Ellie's got 11. She joins the double-digit club. And the Cody advantage at 37. 6.5 remaining third quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Underneath, pass intended for Mulholland is sent right to Talich. Cody races up the floor. Ellie, crossover dribble and handoff to Grace Hayes. Hayes down the lane, left-hand layup, leaves it short, fights for her own rebound, knocked around off of Brianna Lincoln. So it'll stay with Cody. Don't see Grace miss a layup very often, but she did fight hard for another opportunity at it. Inbound to Simone. She front rims it from 5 feet away. No good. Hayes swats it away in backcourt, but stays Lander basketball with nearly the length of the floor to go. Thanks to our YouTube audience this afternoon. Karen, Melinda, Rachel, all joining the chat. Welcome those of you to find that chat box. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. Love to hear from you if you're back in Fremont County, cheering on the Tigers and Lander. How busy is it in Lander with all those buses? Out of bounds, it's Lander basketball. Goggles surveys the floor. We'll go way up top. Mulholland has it. Zoe underneath Goggles, and now up top to McFadden. Square to the bucket. Keeps it hot around the perimeter, though. Lincoln, right-hand dribble, gets past a defender, scoops up a tough shot in the paint. Too strong, no good. Good help side defense by Simone, and here comes Grace Hayes quickly down the lane. Right-hand layup is no good this time. And rebound tracked down by Reinhardt. Dagan holds at the top, left side to Goggles, now to a cutting McFadden, baseline right. She backs off the dribble behind the three-point line. A lot of motion in these Lander half-court sets. Still looking for their first points of the quarter. McFadden trying to do that, but is blocked by Radakovich down low. Sophia got all ball, and here comes Hayes quickly up the floor. Grace controls the dribble. Right hand goes baseline to Boudry, and Boudry throws it right to Maholland. Slow to get up in backcourt, Dagan Reinhardt, but now she joins the play. Hopefully Dagan all right. She looks just fine. Actually, that's Hayden Goggles, I beg your pardon. Hayden Goggles. I saw the 4. Thought I saw a 3 and a 4, but it's 14 instead. 3 from Reinhardt is no good, but Lincoln gets the rebound. Dish it out to Goggles. Goggles stop just inside the free throw line and get it to drop from there. Hayden's got the first points of the second half for Lander. She's got 4, and a 30-second timeout by Coach Wagner and the Phillies. With 4:26 remaining third quarter, it's 47-12. Cody has been in front all game long so far. Lander basketball made possible by Perfect Power Electric, and Lander is supporting our athletes on and off the court. Give Perfect Power a call for your electric needs today at 332-7184. That's 332-7184. And thank you to Myers Gambles on Main Street. Excited to cheer on our student athletes. Gambles has winning deals. Remember, deliveries free within 30 miles of the store. So if you're listening in Fort Washakie, if you're listening in Hudson, if you're in Riverton, that includes all of you. Turn around, shop in town at Myers Gambles. Say hello to Gene watching in Kemmer, saying go Phillies. Thank you for being here from Kemmer, Gene. 4:20 remaining third quarter now as we're back to action. It's been all Phillies on that Fremont Chevy scoreboard, 47-12 right now. First of our doubleheader. Boys will follow this one. Here's a poked basketball taken away by Brianna Lincoln. Good active hands down low by Brianna. Looking in transition for a pass to Goggles. Now Hayden, right side, outside with it. Goggles underneath to McFadden. McFadden goes up strong. Can't get it, but Maddie Boudry gets her, and that's Maddie's second personal. First foul here of the second half will send Kendall McFadden to the line. Great stop defensively, Brianna Lincoln. She's been a little spark plug of energy for Lander. Has half of their team's points right now on 2 3-pointers, and McFadden will add her first point, knocking in the first free throw. Kendall back up there for one more. Lets it fly. It's a swish. First 2 points of the ball game for Kendall. Maddie Boudry works it up the floor, and now we'll give it to Mally Marager, who's just came back in. Doing terrible with her last name again, Marager or Marriager. I'm not positive where the emphasis is. Simone tried to get it to Mally. It goes through her legs, but she does a nice job of saving it before an over and back violation. Now picks up the dribble. Good defense by Goggles. Hands back to Simone. Sydney. Right side, outside, Boudry's got it. Right-hand dribble, crosses over, continues to dribble around, changes directions. Now Simone, right side baseline, will step back, try a 3. That's no good. A long rebound goes into the Cody boys basketball team in the front row. Out of bounds to the Tigers. 47-14, the Cody advantage. We've played 5 minutes of third quarter basketball. Jared Anderson here. Jason Peterson is the outstanding camera operator, bringing you the sights on County 10's YouTube channel. Pass over the head of everybody from McFadden goes out of bounds, back Phillies direction. Hayes and Talich return for Cody. Grace gets some words of wisdom, perhaps, from Coach Wagner as she crosses the time stripe. Now hands back to Talich. Talich to Hayes as the weave behind the arc gets going here for the Phillies. Talich double-teamed baseline. Going to get Goklish for a foul down there. Ball out of bounds to CHS. Daisy Goklish with her first personal. just team foul number 1 here in the third quarter on Lander. Lob it in the paint, wide open, Callie Merritt. She's played 2 seconds. She just came in, was wide open in the paint, got it to go. And here's a steal by Grace Hayes in the Lander front court. Hayes with the handles up the floor. McFadden on her defensively, handoff to Talich. Talich down the lane, dribble drive shut off. Nice D by Goggles, and then a misfire on the pass goes through the hands of Callie Merritt and right into Kendall McFadden's hands. Lander works it up the floor. Man-to-man, person-to-person defense here in girls basketball, if you will. And here's a steal from Hayes. The distance, soft touch, right-hand layup is good. Grace Hayes with 20 makes it a 51-14 point Cody advantage on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. McFadden. Now Mulholland, left side outside. Goggles at the top. Goggles to a cutting McFadden. Trouble handling the basketball. Took a high bounce, kind of a weird one there. Knocked out of bounds. Goes to Cody. Crowd continues to file in here, anticipating a 3:30 boys start. Cody High School marching band's been outstanding. Again, all game long. They've had one of the better bands in Wyoming high school sports that I've gotten to see over the years. Closing in on 1 minute remaining third quarter. Weaving around the perimeter again is Cody underneath Radakovich. Double team. She traveled with it. That's good defense by Goggles and Mulholland down low on the double team. Simone checks back in. Reinhardt checks back in for their respective teams. Get you a Cowgirl update here in a moment. Third quarter just underway. Colorado State now in front of Wyoming 34-29. As I root for a Cowgirl comeback on the air. Here's Mulholland, right or left corner, directionally challenged. Floater in the lane after a dribble drive is nearly wedged in, and Talich tracks the rebound down. Marriger gives it up now to Hayes. Looks at the clock. 18. Grace Hayes hands off to, is that Malley again? It is, and she is pushed and fouled by Daisy Goklish. That's the second on Daisy, just team foul number 2 on Lander this quarter. Talich throws it into Hayes in the Cody front court. 10 seconds remaining in the quarter now as they hand back to Simone. Simone to Boudry, left alone. 3 in and out, no good. Man, that looked good from here, but it popped back out. Mulholland gets the Lander rebound, swatted away by Simone. Her shot in the lane was too late. It didn't go anyway. And at the end of 3, Cody continues their dominating performance. They lead Lander 51-14. Back with the fourth quarter after this on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, and streaming video on County 10's YouTube channel.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com.
Welcome to Haskell Furniture and Flooring, now open in Riverton. Discover a huge variety of top brands like Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Lazy Boy, and more. Our showroom is filled with stylish and comfortable furniture for every room. Come visit us at 2210 North Federal and transform your home today. Explore the exceptional quality and unbeatable prices we offer. Visit HaskellFurnitureandFlooring.com to learn more and start living in style.
Read all about the Fremont County Sports Weekend at county10.com.
Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson with you from Schweitzer Gymnasium at Cody High School. After 3, it's Cody on top of Lander 51-14. Phillies get a steal and then a Lander foul as we're back to action. That the third personal on Brianna Lincoln. First foul on anybody, obviously, here in the fourth quarter as we are just a few seconds old. Maddie Boudry wide open, corner 3, swish. Maddie Boudry with 7, and that gives Cody their largest lead of the ball game at 40 points. Goklish hands off to Reinhardt at the top. And here's a tipped pass taken away by Grace Hayes. Stop me if you've heard that before. Easy layup all the way down the floor. Lay it up and in. Grace Hayes with 22. Averages 19.1, and she will improve that tonight. Cody team beat Powell by 13 on Thursday. And it's a dominating performance so far. Good baseline save by Boudry. She knocked it away and then got on the floor to save it. Simone takes the possession away from the Lady Tigers, and here's Hayes all the way back near the midcourt center area. Gives it to Talich at the top. She squares to the basket underneath to a cutting Radakovic. A layup is in and out. No good. And Brianna Lincoln has it up the floor for Lander. Right side, Hayden Goggles. Behind the back dribble. Picked up Grace Hayes on her defensively. Give it in the corner. And a loose ball off of Reinhardt last. Sends it back to the Phillies. Running clock here from Cody High School this quarter with the 42-point differential. Not sure if this clock continues to run and we get the opportunity to start the boys' game early if they will. It is a projected 3:30 start time. So we'll see if we've got a little bit of extra time between games. Or if we'll just start the boys' game early, which would be okay for those of us who have to travel back. Talich in the corner to Moss. Moss pump fake, gets a defender in the air, steps inside, goes for 2. That's no good on the mid-range jumper. Lincoln, baseball pass up ahead for McFadden as Lander in command of the basketball now. Goggles, 3 open, it's good. Hayden Goggles with 7. She leads the Lander offensive effort now. 56-17 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. 3:10 has elapsed here in the fourth quarter. Cody's led throughout. Took about 2 minutes for the first points of the game, but they've led since. Goggles, the interception, hands back to McFadden. Kindle's open for 3, in and out, no good. Talich tips the basketball to Goggles. Back to McFadden. McFadden down the lane. Nice drive. Scoop up a tough left-hand shot. Couldn't get it to go. Radakovic, he's there to grab it, and it's knocked out of bounds off of Lincoln. Stays Cody basketball. Cody's going to sub down here a little bit. So they'll send Merriger and Agadal back in. Get some more of their bench players. Grace Hayes, Ellie Talich come off. And inside of 4 minutes to play, not positive that we'll see them return. Grace has 22 right now. Ellie Talich has 11. Simone backing in on Lincoln. Now faces the other way and dribbles it back out. Merriger looking for Moss. It's tipped and taken away by a Lander Lady Tiger. That's Goklish. The distance, left hand, tough shot, got it, and she's fouled. That may be the most impressive play of the day so far for the Lady Tigers. Scooped up a tough shot. And she will have an opportunity here at the free throw stripe. Simone's going to check out. Looks like Coach Wagner is getting his starters out here with the running clock. 3:13 remaining in the ball game. And the free throw for Goklish sneaks over the front of the rim and drops. Daisy Goklish with 5. A 56-20 point Philly advantage. Again, they led 21-2 at the end of the first quarter. It's just been lopsided from the get-go. Next up, a trip to Pinedale for these Lady Tigers. That's on Friday. And Pinedale playing really good basketball, too. They're a top 3 team in the state as well. Douglas, Pinedale, and Cody kind of running the 3A show. Lander, I would say, part of that second-tier effort in the standings right now. And obviously, sometimes those second-tier teams get really hot at the right time. And if you're a Lander fan, I wouldn't be too discouraged about this trip. This is a tough place to play, tough bus ride, it sounded like. And just a Cody team that's played on fire, and they're very good. They're very capable of it, as Reinhardt underneath lays it up and in for 2. Dagan Reinhardt with her first bucket of the ball game. Inside of 2 minutes to go, Lander continues to fight on and press here in a lopsided affair. Baseline dribble drive. But anyway, back to the point, I think Lander's playing much better than they indicated here in this one. And it's a long conference season, so you'll have sort of these ebbs and flow, these peaks and valleys, I guess, more than ebbing and flowing. But right now, one of the valleys. There will be peaks with this team, probably 2 down the stretch. 3 at the top from Goklish, no good. But obviously, conference games important, but again, you want to start playing your best basketball in your tournament time and work for your best performances in late February, early March when they count the most. Aguedal holds at the top. Inside of 50 seconds remaining. Lander's going to drop to 8-6 on the season, 2-1 in conference play. Reinhardt nearly gets a steal as we play out the stretch. Cody will improve to 10-3 overall and stay perfect in 3A West play at 3-0. Moss holds at the top. 22 seconds. Got the boys game coming up in just a little bit. All ranked matchups. Spinning underneath, lay it up and in. Evelyn Aguedal, another Phillies player with a bucket. 10 seconds to go. McFadden gives it to Reinhardt at the top. See if Lander can get one last shot off here. Lincoln looking for a cutting McFadden to Goklish. Corner 3, good at the buzzer. And we will go final with the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard showing Cody Phillies 58, Lander Lady Tigers 25. The Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show is coming up. We will take a quick break, wrap up scoring numbers, and wrap this one up here from Schweitzer Gymnasium, and then we'll move on to boys basketball, the second half of our doubleheader still to come here on your home for Lander Sports. We are KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, streaming video coverage of this afternoon's games on the County 10 YouTube channel.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
To Bailey Tire Pros, your local tire and auto repair specialists in Riverton and Lander. Say no to endless online tire listings and experience the convenience of local service. With unbeatable prices and top quality tires, we're here to change the game. Quality service and expert staff ensure you always get the right fit for your car. Choose local. Choose Bailey Tire Pros, where your satisfaction hits the road.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184. Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
This is the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Visit the Tire Pros at Bailey's.
Welcome you into the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show here from Cody High School. It was a dominant performance from the Cody Phillies. They knock off Lander 58-25. Again, all Phillies here from an early standpoint. Took about 2 minutes into the ball game for the first points, but since that point, Cody would lead, and it was lopsided right off the bat, unfortunately for Lander, with Cody going up 21-2 at the end of the first quarter and just cruising to their third consecutive conference victory. Cody now 3-0. In conference play, Lander drops to 2-1. Lander's 8-6 overall. Cody improves to 10-3. And if you take two out-of-state losses out of that, their only Wyoming loss is to a Douglas team. And everybody in the state knows how good Douglas and Cody are. We may see them play a special game in March if things continue to go the way that they are going. But teams like Lander would love to have a say at that and may be poised for an opportunity at a postseason upset. We'll see. I think Lander's best basketball certainly ahead of them. They didn't play like they're capable of playing here in this one, I don't think. Sounded like an interesting bus ride on the way up, and tough stretch where they go to Lyman, play an overtime game, one game at home. They're not allowed to really do anything in the gym because of that giant wrestling tournament, which is awesome that that's happening. Certainly not a shot on anybody, but no real time to practice yesterday, and then you drive right back up here. Another 3 hours or so to Cody, and have your second bus trip in a row. Tough on these young ladies, I think, and Cody just on fire early. Hard to stop that. Let's take a look at final scoring numbers here in this one on the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Lander led in scoring tonight by Hayden Goggles, who finishes with 7, not far behind Brianna Lincoln. Brianna had back-to-back three-pointers in the second quarter. Didn't score after that, but had a really nice afternoon defensively and was aggressive, kept the energy level up for Lady Tigers. So Goggles with 7, Lincoln with 6, Daisy Goklish finished with 5, couple of field goals and 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Let's see here. Kendall McFadden was 2 of 2 at the free throw line for her 2 points. Dagan Reinhardt put in a late bucket for her 2 points. For Cody in the win, Grace Hayes, fantastic again, averages 19 points per game. She ups that average just a little bit, getting 22 points this afternoon. Ellie Talich was another strong force for Cody. She finishes with 11. Maddie Boudry has 7 points. Sydney Simone finishes with 6. And then I've got 2 for Evelyn Agadal, 2 for Reagan Moss, 4 for Sofia Radakovic to round out the Phillies scoring again. Final score, Cody 58, Lander 25. We are going to have a little bit of an extended break here with that running fourth quarter clock. We got that girls game done, and it was a really clean game too, not a lot of fouls. So the projected 3:30 boys time is still going to hold. They'll add a little bit of extra warm-up time here for the Bronx and the Tigers. Jay McCartan in his 4th season, Stu Mullins in his 8th year now at Lander Valley High School, out there exchanging pleasantries as both teams going through the shoot-around. Cody, the 3rd-rated 3A team in the WyoPreps.com coaches and media poll at 8-5. Lander, the 5th-rated team in 3A basketball, also at 8-5. So we'll see what happens here in matchup number 2 between these two teams in just a little bit. This has been the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show, made possible, of course, by your tire pros. That's Bailey Tire and Auto Service. Proud to cheer on our Fremont County athletes. They've got full-service tire and auto shops, 1305 West Main in Lander and 755 South Federal in Riverton. Real quick, if we're scoreboard watching, they've just wrapped up the 3rd quarter in women's basketball from Laramie. Colorado State on top of the Cowgirls, 47-42. And we'll get you a final update on that here in just a little bit. Step aside and we will move into our Porter's Tailgate Show. Talk boys basketball here in just a couple of moments. You've been listening to Lady Tiger basketball. Again, the final score, Cody 58, Lander 25. Your home for LVHS Sports is KOVE, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM. Streaming video coverage on County 10's YouTube channel.
Electric are your trusted electrical contractors in Lander. With over 30 years of experience, we excel in light and heavy commercial construction, residential remodeling, and service work. Our licensed electricians use only quality materials and are committed to meeting your construction schedules. For professional electrical services at competitive prices, choose Boyle Electric. Give your place's electrical wiring the touch of excellence. Call 307-332-8139.
I'm John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Lander Tigers on KOVE. Call John Shade or stop by my office at 824 West Main Street for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Elevate Rehab's founding principle on you is evident from your first visit to the last. Our practice model ensures treatment as you deserve, a private one-on-one session with a licensed therapist the entire visit, every visit. All therapists hold advanced credentialing, including 2 certified hand therapists, an orthopedic clinical specialist, an MDT therapist, as well as pelvic floor and pregnancy rehab offerings. With over 100 years of combined experience between our 7 clinicians, Elevate is your ticket to health. Find us in Lander or Du Bois and visit our website or Facebook page. Choose Elevate Rehab to elevate your outcomes.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Welcome to Haskell Furniture and Flooring, now open in Riverton. Discover a huge variety of top brands like Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Lazy Boy, and more. Our showroom is filled with stylish and comfortable furniture for every room. Come visit us at 2210 North Federal and transform your home today. Explore the exceptional quality and unbeatable prices we offer. Visit HaskellFurnitureandFlooring.com to learn more and start living in style.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoors.
The Porter's Tailgate Show is made possible by Porter's Supply Company in Riverton.
We make our way into the second Porter's Tailgate Show of the day, made possible by Porter's Supply Company in Riverton, your home for stove, spas, pellets, and more. And again, Lander Lady Tigers fall to the Cody Phillies in a decisive manner, 58-25 final score in Game 1 of our doubleheader. We've got a little bit of extended time here to tell you about the boys matchup coming up in just a little bit here, as we got the girls game done early with a running clock all fourth quarter and not a lot of fouls. So boys out there getting the opportunity with an extended warm-up, which may benefit Lander a little bit to have a little bit more time off of the bus here to stretch and shoot around at this gymnasium. It is a good facility in that it's historic and it feels like a cool old gym with a lot of stories in Wyoming, but I've been told, at least, it is a little bit difficult for shooters to come in here, and I kind of feel like the crowd's right on top of you. There's some old rafters. It almost, in a less dramatic way, has a Fenway Park kind of feel, where there are big rafters up here on the second level, and maybe you can see them across the way a little bit right now from Jason Peterson's camera work on the YouTube channel, but it's tough to get the full view of the court if you're sitting on the second level here because of those big rafters in front. Just kind of has that old school gymnasium feel to it, but all things considered, I love coming up here to Cody. It's a good facility, and they've been very talented on the athletic side for a long time, with a lot of good athletes that have been fun to watch over the years. Next up for these Lander Tigers will be another road trip on Friday. They're off to Pinedale, so road warriors here over the last couple of days. Of course, Lander goes to Lyman. On the boys' side, wins pretty easily, 48-29. Ladies won the overtime game on Thursday. We'll see what the Tiger boys can do here in Cody, but their third straight road trip with a contest next Friday at Pinedale. The next time you get to the opportunity to see your Lander Tigers at home will be on Friday the 7th against Worland and Saturday the 8th against Lovell. So you get that back-to-back Lander home swing there on the 7th and 8th. But got to wait a little bit to catch LVHS basketball in the home gymnasium. I've mentioned it a couple of times, but it's great to see these kind of weekends for the community of Lander and really Fremont County as a whole. There is a huge wrestling tournament. Good luck to Coach Watson and the Tiger Wrestlers. I know Riverton's over there as well, so good luck to Coach Toman and the RHS Wrestlers and some other Fremont County competitors that are there that I'm failing to support. But 28 different teams at that wrestling tournament. There's 14 teams today at a swimming invitational at the Bruce Gresley Aquatic Center. It's the Bruce Gresley Invite as we pay tribute to the longtime educator and great swim coach there. Obviously, everybody knows the swim program history at LVHS. Lander Nordic Skiing is hosting a home event today out near the Lander Golf Course, and Riverton's hosting a large speech and debate tournament at Riverton High School. So just when anything's going on in those two communities, I know you get that Lander-Riverton rivalry, which is a lot of fun, but as the County 10 guy and rooting for Fremont County, when there's a big Lander tournament, it benefits Riverton because people go use their hotels and go shop. When there's a Riverton event going on, people come over to Lander because they want to go see Sinks Canyon and do things out in nature. And it benefits both communities so much when we get to host these kind of things. Riverton will host the Ron Thon wrestling tournament next week, which is huge and brings a lot of people over to the Lander community. So it's good news for Fremont County when we have these kind of weekends. On the basketball front, again, Lander up here at Cody today. Riverton is in Afton at Star Valley. There's basketball going on in Ethity with Kemmer and Wyoming Indian playing right now. There's basketball going on right now in Pavilion with Big Piney visiting the Cougars and the Lady Cougars. Shoshone goes to Rocky Mountain. St. Stephen's is at Burlington here on this basketball Saturday. One other note as I fill time here on the Porter's Tailgate Show before we bring you boys basketball in just a little bit with the extended break here. I want to remind our audience that with the NFL championship games coming up tomorrow, if you're out of the house at all, if you've got chores to do, if you just need radio coverage for whatever you're doing, we're going to bring you both the NFC and AFC championship games. Got the Commanders and the Eagles at 1 o'clock. You got the Bills and the Chiefs at 4:30. Obviously, a lot of Josh Allen supports around Fremont County and the states, but whatever you're doing, whoever you're rooting for this weekend, we've got AFC, NFC Championship radio coverage on KOVE, 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, and that's brought to you exclusively by the good folks at Myers Gambles on Main Street in Lander. Myers Gambles has winning deals. They've got their big game sale going on right now where living room furniture is 20% off. Turn around, shop in town at Myers Gambles. We're about ready for boys basketball. We'll take one more break, wrap up the Porter's Tailgate Show, get you the starting lineups and the opening tip here in just a little bit. It's Cody, it's Lander, it's an all-ranked 3A showdown next on KOVE, 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, streaming video coverage on County 10's YouTube channel.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Welcome you back into Schweitzer Gymnasium, Cody High School. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson with you. We're set for game number 2 of our doubleheader today. Lander trying to avoid the sweep again against this Cody team. They met just a few days ago, and Cody's boys got the better of Lander 69-55, so would love a chance at a little bit of redemption here in this one. Starting lineups just about to be introduced to the Cody home fans, and the Bronx will look like this again. They're 8-5 this season, 1-1 in conference play under the direction of head coach Jay McCartan, who is in his 4th season as head coach of the varsity program. Bronx look like this. Number 0 is Maddox Ball. Ball is their leading scorer at 14.7 points per game. He also collects 7 rebounds per game. Jackson Hazel, an outside sharpshooter for Cody. He wears number 3. Hazel averages 12.9 points per game. Usually I just round them up, so let's say Hazel averaging 13 points per contest. Number 5 is Grady McCartan. McCartan averages 14.4 points per game. So Maddox Ball, technically the leading scorer, but just by a fraction of a point with 14.7. Grady right on his heels at 14.4. Number 12 is Parker Hine. Hine averages 4.5 points per contest, and Trevor Spomer gets the start tonight. Spomer wears number 4. He averages 3.5 points per game. The 5th-ranked Lander Tigers are 8-5 overall this season. They're 2-0 in conference play, and they are being introduced to the fans right now. Lander under the direction of Stu Mullins in his 8th season already. Hard to believe. Time flying. Stu's been the head coach for 8 years. Will send out Lander like this. Number 1 is Peyton Bell. Bell averages 15.2 points per game. Number 11 is Quincy Gwinna. Gwinna averages 9.5 points per game. Number 12, Porter Plastead. Plastead averages 3.8 points per contest. Number 14 is Keaton Iron Eyes. Iron Eyes averages 10.3 points per game. And number 22, Noah St. Clair. He averages double digits. St. Clair averaging 10.8 points per game and 6.2 rebounds per contest. So Lander versus Cody. You hear the hype here at Cody High School as the fans rise to their feet and their starters will be introduced to the crowd. Always festive atmospheres every time you come to this gymnasium. Cody's going to be in their all-white home uniforms, trimmed in dark blue and Cody gold. They've got Cody written across the front of their jerseys in blue block letters and that Bronc logo on each side of their shorts. Lander has got green jerseys, green shorts, the word Valley written across the front in white block letters. White numbers for Lander, blue numbers for Cody. We'll see Maddox Ball in the jump center circle. He's going to go opposite Noah St. Clair as soon as we get everybody introduced. The dap-ups and high-fives and hugs all around for everybody. Marching band playing on. Good to have you here for more Saturday afternoon basketball. I'm Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson running the camera for you on County 10's YouTube channel. Officials give each other a nod. Ball is in the air. It awkwardly comes back down as both players jump sky high, hit the ground, then start battling for the ball, and Noah St. Clair tipped it, but Cody ultimately got possession. Shot off glass. Maddox Ball couldn't get it to go, and now Lander going to turn it over in backcourt. Iron Ice had it for a second, then immediately lost the handle out of bounds. So Cody basketball in their front court, 15 seconds old here in this one. Thanks to Porter's Supply Company making our tailgate show possible 2 times today on KOVE and the County 10 YouTube channel. Almost a takeaway from Quincy Gwinna. He's right on the out-of-bounds line, though, and is going to send Cody back to near mid-court with the deflection. McCartan, slow walk up the floor. Grady surveys Lander's defense. Tigers in a 2-3 zone here to start. Plastead applies some defense as McCartan picks up the dribble. Work it around the perimeter. Parker Hines, skip pass for McCartan. Feeling out process going on here. Cody loves to pass the basketball around quite a bit, grind out some points on the offensive possessions. They're not afraid to transition basketball either, but this is what they do in the half-court set, and then Grady McCartan just drains a long three. That was maybe NBA range there to make it 3-0. And one quickly the other way. It's Noah St. Clair in the paint, hung in the air a long time, got it to drop, and draws the Cody foul, personal foul on Trevor Spomer, first of the game. And free throws coming up here for Noah. That is good. So Cody with the new three-point play, Lander with the old three-point play, and we're tied at threes on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Thanks to Fremont Chevy GMC, you see their scoreboard updates on the bottom of your screen here all game long on our YouTube channel. Good dish underneath Maddox Ball. Lay it up and in, had a step, beat the defender on the right side block, and got it to drop off the window. Bell down the lane, big jump stop, scoops up a tough shot, in and out of there, no good. Maddox gets the rebound for the Bronx and pushes tempo the other way. Pass in transition, though, was picked off by Iron Eyes, and then Iron Eyes is out of bounds. Cody student section was all over that in the far corner, applauding the officials' effort there to give their Bronx back the basketball. Hazel triggers it in and then gets it right back in the right corner. As Iron Eyes on him defensively, goes past him, is blocked from behind, but Ball scoops it up and lays it in. Maddox Ball has found himself in a good spot right under the basket a couple of times and somehow has had a couple of relatively easy shots from either side of the court. Cody leads now 7-3, and your takeaway now. Ball takes it away, up ahead to Hazel. Hazel pump fake right side, can't get the layup to go. Hine the follow though, that's good, and Parker Hine makes it a 6-point Cody advantage, 2.5 in. Gwynna is slapped and fouled. Parker Hine slaps his hands together in frustration, and that's his first personal, team foul number 2. Gavin Romer checks in for the first time for LVHS. Gwynna at the top, hands back to Bell. Peyton crossover dribble and go left side outside to Iron Eyes. Now around the perimeter they go. Back to Bell, left side corner. Gwynna. Circle it around to St. Clair. Noah stop, left side elbow. Bell, corner 3, no good, short. Maddox Ball's there for the rebound. Quickly outlets it to Spomer, and here comes the Bronx pushing in transition. Now they'll set up that half-court offense. Grady McCartan thought about an even longer 3 than he hit the first time. Now his pass intended for Spomer is taken away. Peyton Bell was right there for the interception. Here's Iron Eyes and St. Clair at the top for the Tigers. Hands back to Bell. Bell running that point guard position. Goes right side outside to Iron Eyes. Left-hand dribble. Behind the arc to St. Clair. He is swatted by Spomer, and Trevor is going to pick up his second here early on. Team foul number 3 on the Bronx. 4:21 remaining first quarter. It's 9-3. Cody on top of Lander in this all-ranked matchup. Lander number 5, Cody number 3 in the WyoPreps.com coaches and media poll. Trent Bauer has checked in for the Bronx. Also, Nathaniel Pryor has checked in for the Bronx. St. Clair hangs in the air, couldn't get it to go, but Romer is there. Put it back up and in. Gavin Romer. Roman down low with the stick back, makes it a 4-point differential. McCartan squares to the basket, goes left side outside. Pass intended for the paint, now bodies all over the floor, and Romer comes out of there with it for a second. His pass intended for a teammate is picked off by Grady McCartan, And another easy lay-in for Cody is McCartan cleaning up defensively, too. Iron Eyes. Hot on the dribble. Now to Gwynna, and a foul down low. Going to be charged to Grady McCartan. McCartan's first personal. Team foul number 4 already here, so Lander's going to be in the bonus. They have not committed a foul. Cody's got 4 of them. Still 3:30 to go, first quarter. Coach McCartan having some words with an official, and they both come away laughing. Maybe more mutual and lighthearted than initially it looked like body language-wise. St. Clair spin at the free throw line, stop left side block, can't get the shot to drop though, was well contested, and a foul on the rebound I think is going to go against Cody. Oh, I thought that was on Maddox Ball. They're going to say that's on Gavin Romer. Romer comes away shaking his head and will walk the other way. So I beg your pardon, Gavin Romer charged with the foul. I thought they were going to get Maddox there. They got tangled up, but Gavin called for Lander's first team foul. McCartan tried to feed the paint. Romer knocks it away, now gathers it in. Outlets to Bell. Bell wants to push the tempo. 1-on-3 in the air. Can't get it to go. Romer fighting for a rebound, and now a Lander foul under the hoop is going to be on Gavin again. Love the effort and the hustle, but unfortunately for Gavin, he picks up 2 fouls real quick, and he's going to check out. See, Paxton Hollingshead come in for Romer. 2:43 remaining first quarter. It's 11-5. Bronx on top of the Tigers. Pryor. Left-hand dribble at the top. Lander settles back into this 2-3 zone. Skip pass. Back to Pryor. Continue to just work the perimeter. Looking to spread out the defense. Pryor will try a straightaway 3. That's no good. Offensive rebound, though. Hazel amongst the trees got it to drop again. Some elevation on the putback from Jackson Hazel. I'm not sure if he could see the rim or not with a couple of Lander players' hands right in his way after he went to the floor to get it, but he got it to go. 3 from the top by Hollingshead is no good. Kept alive, though. Iron Eyes out to Bell for 3. That's no good. And finally gathered in by Griff McCartan, who just checked in a moment ago for the Bronx. Griff up ahead to Josh Sowers, who couldn't get it to go. Sowers also checking in a moment ago. Had been a starter for this Cody team, is coming off of the bench in this afternoon's contest. Gwynna driving the lane, leaves the layup a little bit short. Well contested. Griff McCartan and Josh Sowers down low applying the defense. Cody has done a nice job the last couple of minutes not fouling Lander and getting defensive stops aggressively all at the same time. Lander has not been able to shoot anything in the bonus here after Cody committed their 4th personal foul just under 4 minutes. Now we've got a minute remaining as Bell, baseline dribble drive, scoop up a tough reverse layup. Can't get it to go, front of the rim. Rebound tracked down by Bauer. Bauer to Pryor, stop with a right side shot that's no good for 2, and in transition we go back the Tigers' direction. Up and down, quick tempo, not a lot of stoppages as Gwynna hangs in the paint. That's no good, tipped around underneath. Sowers holds on to it for the Bronx, and Griff with a mullet walks it up the floor for Cody. Right side Pryor. Back to the mulleted man, and he's going to launch a long 3, front of the rim, no good. Here comes Peyton Bell trying to outrun everybody, and now wisely backs it off. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Keaton, right-hand dribble at the top, goes between the legs, wants some isolation. He'll fade away long 2, in and out, no good. And at the end of 1, the Bronx on top of the Tigers, 13-5 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Back in a minute on KOVE, 13:30 a.m. 107.7 FM and streaming video coverage on County 10's YouTube channel.
Welcome to Bailey Tire Pros, your local tire and auto repair specialists in Riverton and Lander. Say no to endless online tire listings and experience the convenience of local service. With unbeatable prices and top quality tires, we're here to change the game. Quality service and expert staff ensure you always get the right fit for your car. Choose local. Choose Bailey Tire Pros, where your satisfaction hits the road.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
Welcome you back to second quarter action here from Cody High School. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson with you. Bronx on top of the Tigers after one, 13-5. Have four different Bronx in the stat column. Grady McCartan leading the way with 5 points. Noah St. Clair's got 3. Gavin Romer's got 2 for Lander's 5 points here through the first 8 minutes. Theodore Riviera Jr. in for Lander Valley. Iron Eyes dishes off to St. Clair. St. Clair now backing in on Maddox Ball, trying to pivot around, create a shot. Now he's looking for a teammate and some help. Holds the basketball for 5 seconds. Maddox Ball is fired up, and he should be, but the rest of that Cody team should be too, because every one of those 5 guys was stuck on their on their offender, if that makes sense. They're the guy they were defending stuck on him like glue. Not sure if I should say stuck on their offender, because that sounds weird. Grady McCartan, right side outside. Finn Manley is in for the first time for the Bronx. Grady holds it at the top. Tried a dribble drive, shot off nicely by the Lander defense. Porter Playstead on him. Now Grady backs it off. Slower tempo here so far in the second quarter. No score, nearly a minute and a half old. Now we go to Manley on the elbow. And Noah St. Clair called for a personal foul. That's his first, team foul number 1 in the second quarter. Keeping you updated on the Cowgirls. Not looking great in Laramie. 58-52, under a minute to go. CSU on top of Wyoming. Get you a final here in a moment. Traveling violation on the baseline. Trevor Spomer. Bell jogs it up the floor quickly. Hands off to Hollingshead. Now St. Clair, good body control, I thought. Now they're going to call a late offensive foul on St. Clair. Boy, there's not a ton of contact. And Coach Mullins letting the official know that's also how he feels. I think. I don't know. Maybe they're talking about something else. McCartan switches hands, goes to Hine, right side, outside. Now McCartan's going to try a long 3, Steph Curry style. Can't get it to go front rim, but Parker is there for the Cody offensive rebound. Bronx still up 13-5 here at the end of quarter number 1. No points in stanza 2 yet. Grady just staring at the Lander defense at the top. Left side, outside, he goes to Spomer, and they play catch. Ball gets into the act, puts it on the floor 2 times, back to Grady, and now around to Hine. Hine will try the Steph Curry 3. That's no good. And St. Clair is pushed in the back by Maddox Ball this time, the first on Maddox. And it's going to be team foul number 1 on the Bronx. 7-point deficit for Lander as they work their way up the floor. In backcourt, Quincy Gwynna brings it up. Gwynna holds right side outside, averaging nearly 10 points per game. Sends it to Riviera Jr. He tries a 3 in the corner. That's no good. Tipped around on the rebound, and Iron Eyes finally snatches it, puts it up and in. Keaton Iron Eyes with his first bucket. Grady, left side to Hine, now underneath to Maddox Ball. Ball double teamed. Maddox trying to do some work with those 2 Tiger defenders, and he's going to throw it into the Lander bench. That gets the Lander bench fired up, and a few fans that have traveled with him also fired up. There's one young fan down there that's made a bunch of signs as a whole. A lot of them that they're distributing out to some of the girls players, and a bunch of other folks around the crowd there. Here's Peyton Bell, dribble drive right past the defender, scoop it up and in. Peyton with 2. Landers on a quick 4-0 run, which feels pretty darn good at a 13-9 game. Tigers trailing by 4 now, midway through the second quarter. Grady McCartan holds it at the top for the Bronx. Much slower pace here these first 4 minutes of the second quarter than we saw a lot of in the first quarter. Hine underneath Spomer, double team, sends it back to McCartan. McCartan, Spomer will stop at the block, double team to work it around to Maddox Ball. Couldn't get it to go, followed by Hazel, but he draws the foul. He couldn't get it to go, but he draws the contact. Thanks again to our YouTube crowd watching along County 10's YouTube channel. During the girls' game, we had Karen, Melinda, Rachel, and Jean all checking in. Jean watching in Kemmer. If you want to chat with us, use that chat window on County 10's YouTube channel. Let us know where you're tuned in from, who you're watching. As the front end, I don't know if I call it the front end anymore with no more 1-and-1s, but the first of 2 from Hazel is no good. And the second from Hazel, in and out, hangs on the front of the rim and drops back in again. Jackson's got 3, gives Cody a 14-9 point advantage. Peyton Bell works it across the floor for the Tigers, picks up the dribble, sends it to the corner to Riviera. Theodore works it up to the top of the key. Now right side outside Hollingshead. Lander quarterback dishes off to Gwynna. Theodore stop at the free throw line. Gwynna square to the basket. Try to go down the lane. Loses it, and it's scooped up by a Cody player. Now he tries to get back after it. Loose ball is finally ripped away from Pryor. That was about as long of a stretch without a jump ball as I've ever seen. And an offensive foul. Grady McCartan lowers the shoulder. Paxton Hollingshead there to take the charge for LVHS. That was the second on Grady McCartan. And we talk sometimes on the broadcast about the little things. I mean, it's just a foul. It doesn't mean a ton for Lander, but those little things like taking a charge, getting a block, things like that really fire your teammates up. We'll see if they can do something offensively. They can. Turn around, quick 2, Keaton Iron Eyes in the lane, makes it a 3-point game. 2:38 to go first half, 14-11. Cody has led throughout, but now Lander knocking on the door. Pryor Left side skip pass for Hine as they work it around the perimeter again, staring into the Lander 2-3 zone. Lander's done a nice job this quarter, really digging in defensively. Here's Hine, runs into a double team, steps on the baseline. That's Keaton Iron Eyes, Paxton Hollingshead again, trapping down low, creating some havoc down there, and just not making anything easy inside about a 12-foot radius for this Cody offense. Bell holds at the top. He's got Parker Hine on him defensively. Now give it to Gwynna. Right side three is no good. Long fight for the rebound. Iron Eyes has it, and he is going to be called for a foul. No, he's just out of bounds. The official pointed at Cody, and I couldn't tell what happened, and I guess he's just out of bounds over there. Cowgirls have pulled to within 3 with 20 seconds left. They trail CSU 59-56, just 20 seconds remaining. Hine works it up top to Spomer, and they're now around to Maddox Ball. Ball's going to take it to the dribble and give off to McCartan. Grady, pump fake, stop for a long two, swish. Grady McCartan's got 7. He leads all scorers. Cody's lead back to 5. Peyton Bell picks up the dribble and hands off to Playstead. Now Gwynna has it right side behind the perimeter. Man-to-man pressure from Cody. There's Playstead, force up a right-hand shot in the lane that's not going to drop. And Ball's there for the rebound. Cody out in transition. Big block. Paxton Hollingshead rejects Trevor Spomer. Ball out of bounds to the Tigers off of Spomer last. No, a foul first. Boy, I'm terrible at guessing these calls. Foul on Maddox Ball, his second personal. That is team foul number 3 with exactly 1 minute remaining in the second quarter. Landers trailed the entire way, but again, hanging around, making things very interesting in a physical, tough game as straight down the lane, Quincy Gwynna is tripped up. He's got 2 free throws, and Spomer may have picked up another one. Nope, Maddox Ball picked up another one. So that should be the 3rd foul on Maddox. The scoreboard had 2, and now they'll adjust it to 3. 3 fouls on Maddox Ball, your leading scorer for Cody. 48 seconds to play in the half. First shot for Gwynna, in and out, no good. Finn Manley comes in, Ball comes out. Cody, quarterback, a little bit frustrated, picking up the 3rd foul there in the first half. Expect him to probably sit until at least the 3rd quarter as Gwynna knocks in the second one. That's Quincy's first point. And it's a 4-point Lander deficit. Hine holds at the top with Bell on him defensively as Cody digs into this methodical, pass-happy offense. They love to force in transition, and then they love to work for a shot. And speaking of shots, there's Jackson Hazel. Initially, he was left wide open on the right side. Finally got a hand in his face when he let it go, but just way too easy there behind the zone defense. 8 seconds to go in the half. Bell to Gwynna, 3 seconds, fade away 3, no good, clanks off the backboard, and that takes us to halftime from Schweitzer Gymnasium. A physical, tough, low-scoring first 16 minutes of basketball for Cody and Lander in this all-ranked matchup. At the break, it is Cody 18, Lander 12. Be back in a couple of minutes with the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Give you first half scoring numbers and, of course, look ahead to the second half here. An interesting second half right around the corner. Also get you that Cowgirl final, hopefully here in just a little bit. There's just 20 seconds left and Cowgirls down by 3. So we'll bring you that final in a couple of moments at the half here from Cody High School. Back after this on your home for Lander Sports, KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, and streaming video coverage on County 10's YouTube channel.
Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more. Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Goddard Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies, one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County, one project at a time.
It's the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Back to the gym. Here's Jared Anderson.
Halfway there from Cody High School, a tough, physical, low-scoring, interesting first half of basketball here. Cody's led throughout, but not a lot of distance on the scoreboard. They were up 13-5 at the end of the first quarter, and here at the intermission, it is Cody 18, Lander 12. Final score to pass along to you since I've been giving you the updates, although I don't want to. Colorado State's ladies have knocked off Wyoming 61-56. We do have Cowboy basketball coming up here in a little bit as Wyoming is off to San Jose State. That is a 5:30 tip-off time, and as soon as our Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show concludes, we are going to join that one. That's my understanding, at least, from San Jose. So we'll see how the Pokes do tonight here on your home for University of Wyoming Sports and Lander Tiger Sports, KOVE. Let's see here. Let's run down scoring numbers in this one so far. It won't take very long. There's not a ton of points for the Lander Tigers. Despite only scoring 12 first-half points, 5 different Tigers have scored. Got 4 points for Keaton Iron Eyes, 3 points for Noah St. Clair. Peyton Bell and Gavin Romer have 2 apiece, and Quincy Gwynna is 1 for 2 at the free throw line. For Jay McCartan's Cody Bronx, they're led in scoring by Grady McCartan, who has 7. Maddox Ball has 4, Jackson Hazel with 5, and 2 points for Parker Hine. Again, your next opportunity to watch Lander basketball is on Friday night as Lander travels to Pinedale. That is a road doubleheader for Lander and Pinedale High School, and a Pinedale team that is vastly improved, especially on the ladies' side. One of the top 3 teams in the state for girls basketball right now. So that'll be another difficult road trip for Lander, who have become road warriors the last couple of weeks, going to Lyman, going to Cody, and next up another trip to Pinedale, albeit 6 days away, so a little opportunity to get back to school and rest here next week. And then your next opportunity to see Lander at home is the following weekend. So been kind of a dry spell with not a lot of basketball, at least at the varsity level at Bill Bush Memorial Stadium. We've got Lander versus Worland on Friday the 7th, and Lander hosting Lovell on Saturday the 8th. Again, a lot of Fremont County basketball going on this weekend. Wyoming Indian and Wind River are at home. Wyoming Indian hosting Kemmer. Wind River hosting Big Piney. Those doubleheaders about to wrap up. If they haven't already, I'll check and see if we get any updated finals there. Shoshone's on the road to Rocky Mountain. St. Stephen's is on the road to Burlington. And again, Lander, just a busy, busy place today with a wrestling tournament with nearly 30 teams, 14 teams at the Bruce Gresley Invitational at the Lander Aquatic Center there for the swim team, and Lander Nordic ski races at the Lander Golf Course and the Beaver Creek Trails wrapping up today. So it's a busy place and a lot going on across Fremont County. And the basketball team, the only team really, with maybe the exception of some indoor tracksters that are on the road today. The state spirit competition and cheerleading competition was held in Casper yesterday. But the majority of Lander teams staying home this weekend. Of course, basketball, anything but home the last couple of weeks. And we'll see what the second half brings here from Cody High School in just a few moments. If I didn't mention it, this is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Thanks to the Wyoming Department of Transportation, WYDOT makes it possible for us to bring you these games. They remind you that seatbelts save lives. Buckle up every trip, every time. And this time of year, it is very important, no matter where you're going in Wyoming, to check out wyoroad.info before you go on your trip. Just because it's great where you are doesn't mean it will be 20 miles down the road. And again, wyoroad.info has updated info, webcams, and more. And you can always call 511 for the latest Wyoming travel conditions. All right, Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show is just about concluded. We're back to basketball in a couple of minutes. At halftime, Cody leads Lander 18-12. Cody trying to sweep Lander here in varsity action today. Their girls victorious over the Lady Tigers 58-25. Stu Mullen's squad looking for a second half comeback. Come on back with us. See how the second half unfolds on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, and streaming video on County 10's YouTube channel.
Northside Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes this season. Northside Body Shop is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in auto body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
Join the fun. Join the fun. Chat about the game on County 10's YouTube channel.
Cody High School is the site. We're set for the last half of basketball here of our doubleheader today. Jared Anderson with you, your JV Lander broadcaster. Thanks for putting up with the backup. Jason Peterson is our fantastic camera operator, bringing you all of the sites from Cody High School on County 10's YouTube channel. That's where you'll find streaming video coverage. Just after 4 o'clock, KOVE Lander, Wyoming. It is Cody 18, Lander 12 as we begin the third quarter. Taking a quick glance, looks like mainly same starters. Ball, Hazel, McCartan, Hine, and Sowers for the Bronx. It is Bell, Gwynna, St. Clair, Iron Eyes, and Playstead for the Tigers. So yeah, same starters on both sides. Lander whistled for a quick foul, and that's going to go against Keaton Iron Eyes with the slap. He's got one personal foul is all, and quick foul on the inbound. They throw it in to Sowers, who goes up strong with it. He's slapped across the arm, so just 16 seconds into the quarter, 2 Lander fouls already, and that second one on Parker Playstead That's his first personal, second team foul, but Sowers in the act of shooting, so he's got 2. First one is in and out, no good. Uno mas for Josh Sowers, averages 5 a game, looking for his first point tonight. That one off to the left, no good. Kept alive by Cody, though, and hustled down by Hazel, then thrown to Parker Hine, hits him in the chest, bounces out of bounds. All that Jackson Hazel effort for nil, ultimately. Bell across the time stripe, surveys the floor, then motions down low for Noah St. Clair. There's Noah coming to the top to grab the basketball. Spins in the lane, scoop up a tough shot, got it to drop, and he's fouled. Switched arms mid-air, readjusted. Noah St. Clair with a nice drive and a great shot to draw the foul. 5 points now for Noah, an opportunity to tack on one more, and he can pull Lander to within 3 here in the first minute of the third quarter. In and out, no good. Iron Eyes battles for the rebound, but Sowers rips it away, and here come the Bronx. Hazel puts it on the floor, gives to McCartan. Grady with a hand in his face from deep will not go. In and out. I'm telling you, Grady has attempted 3 or 4 from NBA range. They should just put that stripe out there so that you can see how far he's shooting from. That one out of bounds off of Cody. Took a couple of moments to decide whom it went out of bounds off of, but they will say Tiger ball. St. Clair at the top, gives to Bell, left side 3, leaves it short, no good. Crowd chanting air ball, that did hit the rim. Pretty sure. McCartan, shot partially blocked, and then Sowers is hit hard by Iron Eyes. Whistle may have come before that putback attempt. Sowers is going to get 2 free throws, and they'll say Gwynna got him first. So Sowers just went 0 for 2 at the line, is back up there. First for Josh is nothing but net this time. Want to say thanks to Porter's Mountain View Supply in Riverton, one-stop shop for grills, spas, stoves, pellets, and more. Porter's is proud to support Fremont County athletes. Second one is short, but Sowers hustles down his own long rebound, keeps it alive. Spomer back to Josh. Now McCartan at the top. McCartan dribble between the legs, give it to Spomer. Bounce pass for Sowers, right side block, splits the defenders and drops it in there. Bronx by a touchdown now, 21-14. That the first field goal of the game for Josh Sowers, who now is on a 3-0 run himself with the free throw. Right side floater, Iron Eyes is no good. Tipped around. Here's McCartan running the length of the floor for the Bronx. Stops right side baseline. Give it to Hine. Corner 3. Good. Parker Hine from the left corner gets the Cody fans out of their seats. First double-digit lead of the game. Peyton Bell trying to go the answer, and he's got it. Peyton with 5. Back-to-back 3-pointers. Parker Hine, Peyton Bell. As we heat up offensively, here's Hine again for 3. That's no good. Almost a refreshment, I just said. Hine again. Traveling violation from St. Clair is going to send this right back to the Bronx. .5:29 remaining third quarter. It's 24-17. Cody has led for the duration of the game. But again, Lander has made this interesting all the way through. Spomer holds in the right corner. Lander still in that 2-3 zone. They try to go high post to Hazel. Hazel with the extra pass down low. Josh Sowers is in the act now. He's got 5 points all in this quarter, and it's a 9-point Bronc advantage. Keaton holds right side outside. Sowers with the steal. Cody has a 2-on-2. Hine off the side of the backboard, couldn't get it to go, and now McCartan is there for the follow in the paint. That's no good. Gavin Romer clears the glass to Bell through the lane. Jump stop, got it to go. Finger rolled up and in. Peyton Bell for 2, and Cody wants a timeout. Coach McCartan going to gather his troops around. 4:41 to go, third quarter. It is Cody 26, Lander 19 as we start to heat up offensively here on both sides of this game. Late fourth quarter from Star Valley. Lady Braves of Star Valley lead Riverton 37-27. Trying to get some finals from Wind River and Wyoming Indians games today to pass on to you. Also, quick reminder that KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM will have coverage of the AFC NFC Championship games tomorrow, made possible exclusively by Myers Gambles on Main Street in Lander. Myers Gambles, Shane and crew right now have their big tailgate sale going on where living room furniture is up to 20% off. So turn around, shop in town, go check out the great deals at Myers Gambles and listen to KOVE for all your NFL needs tomorrow. I'll be a homer and say, go Josh Allen, go Bills. Get another timeout. We're going to go back-to-back timeouts. Which gives me an opportunity to thank a few more folks. Fremont Chevy GMC in Riverton supports Fremont County athletes. Your hard work doesn't go unnoticed. Fremont Chevy GMC here for you every step of the way. And they're at 1401 North Federal in Riverton. And thanks to the Wyoming Department of Transportation, good reminder, seatbelts save lives. Buckle up every time so you can stay in the game. If you're listening to us in the car right now, make sure your seatbelt's buckled up, and so is everybody in your vehicle. Official's going to stop play, a late buzzer, and I think we'll just keep rolling. Maybe. Inbound again. It's a 7-point Cody advantage. Brunk basketball, length of the floor to go. Lander applies some man-to-man full court pressure. Pryor works it up the floor this time, and we'll give it to Hazel, who breaks the 10-second count. Hazel slicing down the lane, dish off to Maddox Ball. Jackson Hazel with a pretty move to the bucket. Maddox is there to finish the play off. Cody back up by 9 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Peyton Bell at the top trying to get free. Now goes to Noah St. Clair. St. Clair jump stop in the paint to Hollingshead up top. Paxson 3, good. First points of the contest for Paxson Hollingshead. We are midway through the third quarter at 28-22 Bronx. Bauer winging around to Hazel and right back to Trent Bauer. Got a Riviera on him defensively. Now Trent to Ball. Double teams all over the floor as Lander continues to turn up that aggressive defense. Here's Maddox down low. One dribble. Can't get the shot to go in too far deep. And Romer with some nice defense. Romer the rebound. And Peyton Bell works it up the floor. Traveling violation going to be charged to Noah St. Clair. Bell shoveled off to Noah, and Noah's momentum was leaning a little bit too far forward. Got the feet tangled up. Nathaniel Pryor with a real slow walk up the floor for Cody as Lander pulls off their pressure this time. McCartan, right side, long two, got it, and he's fouled. Grady McCartan fired up. Grady's got 9 and an opportunity to go in double digits at the line. Free throw is good for Grady. Kind of just alternating these 9-point and 6-point leads for Cody this quarter. We've played 5 minutes of basketball here on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Iron Eyes in the corner, put it on the floor once. Now Romer down low, trying to back in, shut off. Give it to Riviera, right corner three. That's no good, off of Gavin's fingertips, out of bounds. Bronc basketball. McCartan, skip it to the corner. Maddox ball, put it on the floor one time. And around the perimeter they go. McCartan holds it at the top. Bauer will try a three. Hollingshead's hand right in his face. Maddox ball had the rebound for a second. Saved by Bell. Off of ball. Threw it back at him. Out of bounds. Off of the Bronx. Being Lander ball. 2:18 to go. Quarter number 3. It's 31-22. Cody out in front. Again, Cody led 13-5 at the end of the first quarter. They've led throughout, but not a ton of separation. The most they've led by is 10. Bell backing in at the elbow. Gets fouled on the way up. Nearly rolled over the rim, but stays out of there. And Peyton has an opportunity to shoot 2 times. Peyton Bell, a 50% free throw shooter coming into this game. Shot 30 and made 15. First free throw, no good. Front rimmed it. Bell's got 7 on the afternoon. We'll see if we can get Peyton back to 50% here with this one. Second free throw for Peyton is a swish, so he stays right there at 50% on the line this season. 31 should be to 23. Now they adjust the official scoreboard. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. An 8-point Bronc lead. Grady McCartan to Parker Hine, and they work it around the perimeter again, digging into that methodical half-court offense. Hine to Hazel. Jackson with 2 Tigers right in his face. They're moving all over the floor defensively. Love those double teams. McCartan runs to the corner. Now McCartan right side, outside, back to Hazel. He's open right corner 3. That will not drop. And rebound poked away, a long rebound by Quincy Gwynna. There's Hollingshead, wide open 3, knocks it in. Paxton Hollingshead with his second three-pointer of the game makes this more interesting here in the third quarter. 31-26 with 65 seconds remaining in the third. On top they go to Sowers, work it around to McCartan. Grady on the floor one time. Now he gets it right back. Josh, double team down low on the baseline. Gavin Romer punches it away, but Sowers touches it last. It's Lander basketball. So the Tigers within 5 right now. 45 seconds to play in the third quarter, and an opportunity to make this even closer at the quarter break. Hollingshead goes to Gavin in the corner. Romer sends it up top to Iron Eyes. Now Gwynna stares into the defense as Lander works slowly. Hollingshead backing in, turn around, force up a right-hand shot that won't go. Sauer is there for the rebound, and Noah St. Clair is going to get charged with the foul, and Cody is now in the bonus. So we'll walk to the other end, and free throws forthcoming for the Bronx. We'll see who they choose. I think it's Josh Sowers. It will be. Long stoppage. While they talk things over at midcourt, but now Josh Sowers readies himself for the 2 free throws in the bonus. Lets the first one fly. That stays out, hits the front of the rim and bounced around a little bit, but stays out. Josh right at his average, 5 points. Now he'll improve his points per game average with his 6th one. 32-26 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Cody has led throughout. 13 seconds to play now in the third quarter. Lander looking for some points here to try to go into the fourth quarter with a little momentum. Quincy Gwynna dribbles left side, drive shot off. Hollingshead tries his third three of the quarter. That one won't go, though. Put back at the buzzer is lifted kind of crazily by Porter Playstead that bounces off the rim. And after three, it's Cody 32, Lander 26. Come on back for the fourth quarter with us right here on your home for Lander Sports, KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, and streaming video coverage on County 10's YouTube channel.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it's for a one-time use or event. That's why they offer tools and equipment rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Center, located at 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Get winter ready with Overhead Door. Don't let the cold in. It's time to prepare your garage door for winter. We'll give you safety, savings, and peace of mind. Our experts ensure your garage door is winter-proof with quality service and repairs. Trust the pros. Schedule your appointment today. Call 307-856-2210 or visit the website at overheaddoorriverton.com.
Find more Fremont County sports coverage on the County 10 Sports Podcast.
Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson with you from Cody High School. Fourth quarter is underway here. Lander trying to avoid the sweep after the Phillies victorious earlier today. Lander boys some catching up to do, though. They trail Cody 32-26. Foul on the floor just 18 seconds into the quarter on the Bronx. That one going to be charged to Trevor Spomer, and that is Trevor's fourth personal foul, so we'll keep an eye on that. Coach Mullins adamantly wants a 30-second timeout. We'll huddle around those coaches, so keep an eye on that one. Trevor Spomer with those four personal fouls. Maddox Ball got his third in the second quarter and didn't pick up one in the third, so still hanging in there with three. Only sort of foul trouble for Lander right now. Noah St. Clair with those three. Gavin Romer did a nice job after he picked up two fouls in the first quarter, had to sit a lot in the second quarter. He's still at just those two personal fouls. Cody's led the entire way. They've led by as much as 10, but Lander has kept it close in a physical, defensive kind of game. Hollingshead backing in from the right side, hand in his face, got it to drop. Nice elevation, Paxton Hollingshead for his 8th point of the game. That's his first two-pointer. He's got a couple of threes, but he did a nice job backing in that time, creating a shot. Bronx, take a look at that Lander 2-3 zone underneath Maddox Ball. Couldn't get the first one to go. Puts it back up and in, and Cody thought they were going to get an and one, but they're going to say the foul's on the floor. Official waves the bucket off. Coach McCartan has his head down on the bench with his hands, and now you can see him on your screen lobbying the official with his palms to the sky. He is very frustrated that that shot didn't count. Hollingshead the personal foul. Meanwhile, Grady McCartan out of the inbound knocks down the shot from the top. Long two-pointer there for Grady. Trevor Spomer down the lane, can't get it to go, but he draws the contact. That was the 12th point on Grady McCartan. Had a stuck a button there on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Finally got it ready to go. 34-28. The LVHS lead, and Grady with those 12 points. Spomer's first of 2 is no good. That was on Gavin Romer, so after I spent that time during the timeout saying he's not had a foul since the first quarter, of course he picks one up. Broadcaster jinxes, you would say. Porter Playstead going to come in. Romer roams out. Thanks again to our YouTube crowd, Karen, Melinda, Rachel, Jean, all checking in. Feel free to drop us a comment there in the chat box. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll shout you out on the broadcast. Is Spomer's second free throw is good. That's just the first point of the game for Trevor, and he makes it a 7-point Cody lead. Here's Keaton at the top, dribbles to the right elbow, nearly traveled, and then loses it anyway. Hazel to Ball. Maddox Ball wanted the dunk, and he couldn't get it to go. Blew the layup because of that indecision. You see that a lot in high school basketball, and then he commits a foul in backcourt. Tough play there for Maddox, and that is his 4th personal foul. He's shaking his head all the way down the floor. We'll see Nathaniel Pryor check in. Maddox gets a pat on the back from Coach McCartan. Understand that if you can dunk it, you want it that bad, but sometimes just an easy layup also counts for 2. Ball long 3, can't go. Lander foul this time on the rebound, and that's going to go to Hollingshead. Paxson's 3rd. Team foul number 3 this quarter on Lander. Still 6:20 to go, 4th quarter. Lander already with 3 fouls here. Hine to Hazel. 360 pivot around in the paint. Gets the basketball right back and now goes outside to McCartan. Grady tries to split the defenders underneath Pryor. Gets one in the air. Some contact down there. Nothing called, and Pryor lays it in anyway. Nathaniel Pryor with a strong layup. Makes it a 9-point Cody advantage. 5:45 remaining in the contest. Keaton is grabbed and fouled. This time it's Trevor Spomer, I think, and that's foul number 5. He holds up all 5 fingers to his coach and walks off. So Trevor Spomer is out of the contest. Cody starter with 5:41 still to go. Trevor closes the night with just a point. Did a lot of things well away from scoring. But keep an eye on that Cody foul situation here late with Spomer out. Now Maddox Ball with 4 fouls. Lander can get a couple of stops and some points here. Things get interesting down the stretch. Still a lot of basketball. 5:41 to go. In backcourt, Peyton Bell runs to retrieve it. St. Clair at the top. Goes in the paint to Iron Eyes. Keaton been in there a while. Scoop up an off-balance shot. That's not going to drop. I think he started feeling that 3-count pressure. And Hazel snatches it away. Now McCartan blows right past a defender, hangs in the air, rattles in and out, and back in again for Grady. He's got 14. Largest lead of the game for the Bronx at 11, and now Coach Mullins wants to take a full timeout. 5:15 remaining, 4th quarter action. It is 39-28. Cody on top of Lander. Of course, had the Lander girls losing earlier today, 58-25. That was Lander's first conference loss. They dropped to 8-6 on the season. Cody improves to 10-3 and 3-0. Grace Hayes with an outstanding performance for Cody. She finishes with 22 points. Lander led by Hayden Goggles with 7. Next up for Lander, it's a road trip to Pinedale to close out the month of January. Next Friday, they're on the road. Varsity doubleheader at Pinedale. 7th and 8th. Your next chance to come out and watch the Tigers at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Riverton girls lost to Star Valley in Afton 37-27. Mentioned earlier, Wyoming Cowgirls lost to Colorado State in Laramie 62-57. Cowboy basketball at San Jose State coming up tonight. That's a 5:30 start. Our radio coverage here on KOVE will join that probably in progress right after this. Keaton Iron Eye is going to get charged with a carry. The pregame show there starts at 5, so I assume we're on pace to join that in progress. We'll get Stu Mullins up here after this game, chat with him, give you a quick Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show before Jason and I hit the road, and then we will get you as much Pokes coverage as possible tonight here on the radio. Turnaround 2 from 8 feet. Trent Bauer rolls off the rim. Couldn't get it to drop, and Peyton Bell clears it out for Lander. Hand off to Paxton Hollingshead, and now up top to Keaton Iron Eyes. 2 bounces to Bell as Lander weaves around the top of the key. Iron Eye is going to go down the lane. Contested 2. Got it to go. Parker Hine was there with him step for step, but he drops it in. Nice shot. Nearing the midway point of the fourth quarter, it's a 9-point Cody lead. Grady McCartan from way outside again. Missed a lot there, clanked off the backboard, and then he kind of scrunched his face and made it look like, oh, I didn't want to shoot like that. Came off the hand weird, maybe. Timeout from Coach McCartan and these Cody Broncs. Gives us a chance to let you know that these broadcasts made possible in part by good folks like Bailey Tire and Auto Service, Myers Gambles, Porter's Mountain View Supply, Fremont Chevy GMC, the Wyoming Department of Transportation, Perfect Power Electric, and Wyoming Catholic College. If you'd like to be a supporter of Lander Valley High School sports or any Fremont County sports on county10.com, you can always shoot us an email. Let us know how you want to get involved and how we can help support your business. You can do that, sports@county10.com. Sports@county10.com. If you want to get in touch with us about anything, you can do that. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson with you here from Schweitzer Gymnasium. Scott Fuller out this weekend, and glad to be along with you. Thanks for putting up with the JV broadcaster. We do have the A-team when it comes to the camera guy, Jason Peterson. I don't think Scott would argue that at all, but you get the B-team broadcaster. 9-point lead for the Bronx. Tiger basketball out of the timeout. Peyton Bell holds at the top, goes right side outside to Gavin Romer, who faces the bucket. Now back to Bell. Bell to Iron Eyes in the corner. He's got McCartan on him defensively. Man-to-man defense all game from the Bronx. Iron Eyes falls to the ground, loses the handle. Maddox ball scoops it up ahead to McCartan. Tough right-hand layup in traffic. Grady McCartan puts Cody back up by 11 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Here's Bell, fadeaway, 3 at the top, in and out, no good, and Hazel's up high for the rebound. Hope everybody gets home safe wherever they're going if you're leaving Lander or Riverton. Big wrestling tournament at Lander Valley High School, nearly 30 teams. Bruce Gresley Invitational going on at the Lander Aquatic Center. Nordic Ski Invite at the Lander Golf Course and Beaver Creek Trails. And that big speech and debate tournament at Riverton High School. I don't think there's a hotel that's been available for at least last night, maybe a couple of days in Riverton and Lander. Cody content killing some clock here. Just a lot of passing. Both teams with a foul to give. Mainly applicable to Lander right now, trailing by 11. Closing in on 2.5 remaining. Coach Mullins imploring his defense to come up, get a little more aggressive. Here's McCartan in the lane, big jump stop, let it go with a hand in his face and maybe some contact. At least of the basketball, didn't get anything. Peyton Bell underneath Noah St. Clair, dish off to Gavin Romer. Romer cannot hit the bunny. Awkward angle there for Gavin, and here comes Cody back the other direction with it. Lander certainly can't come up with too many more empty possessions with just 2:04 remaining, and Jackson Hazel will be fouled. Bronc basketball out of bounds here one more time before we get into the bonus. It'll be Hazel to trigger it in the Cody front court. Again, the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show coming up. Hope to be joined by Stu Mullins. It was great to catch up with both Drew Powell and Zoe Mulholland ahead of the girls' game today. Zoe telling us about that commitment to McCook Community College in Nebraska for volleyball. So we're sure the best, but still a lot of basketball to get through before her college volleyball season. Nice little Euro step there. Nathaniel Pryor to the bucket, used the window, got it. Cody's largest lead at 13 with 1.5 remaining. Here's Hollingshead. He'll pull the trigger on a quick three. That's no good. Loose ball gathered in by Bell. Kicks it out to St. Clair, and now Gwynna. Gwynna backing in, a right side floater. Soft touch. Got it to drop, and Coach Mullins orders a quick timeout. Nice soft floater there from St. Clair. Next week, get, of course, coverage of Lander and Pinedale. I guess we should start by reminding you NFC Championship radio coverage, NFL Championship radio coverage, NFC, AFC games going on tomorrow with the Commanders and the Eagles at 1, Bills and the Chiefs at 4:30. You can listen to Westwood One's radio coverage on KOVE, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM. We'll be back with the Riverton Wolverines next week, too. On Tuesday, Riverton hosts Evanston in a doubleheader starting at 4:30 from Wolverine Gym. And then on Thursday, they've got makeup games at Rock Springs. Friday, basketball with Landers. So our broadcast coverage, and this is not even including UW. We've got NFL Sunday, Wolverines Tuesday, Thursday, Tigers Friday. You can catch sports on the radio here locally just about every day next week when you include the Cowboy-Cowgirl schedule too. I don't have that directly in front of me. I know Pokes tonight against San Jose State. Join that in progress in just a little bit. Maddox ball into the bucket, gets a defender in the air. This time wisely lays it in. Maddox with 8. And Peyton Bell forcing the issue. A tough shot with a lot of altitude will drop for Peyton, trimming it to an 11-point game. Lander needs a lot of stops and a lot of points. They will foul Grady McCartan. Caleb Andrews has just checked in for Lander and may be one of the designated foulers since that's just his first. So McCartan to shoot 2 times. Grady's first is good. He's got a game-high 17. The outstanding Bronc running back. Getting it done on the basketball court here too. Second leading scorer this season for the team. But tonight, his point total outdoing Maddox Ball. They're going to be real close for who the leading scorer is after this one, I think, because they were only separated by 0.3 points. After hitting both free throws, Paxton Hollingshead, quick straightaway 3, no good. Jackson Hazel grabs the board. He's immediately fouled, 41 seconds to go. And Cody, a few more free throws away here from improving to 2-1 in conference play. Landers going to drop to 2-1 in conference play. Broncs will pick up their 9th win of the season. Meanwhile, Lander will drop to 8-6. First free throw from Hazel is good. He's got 6 now on the night with an opportunity at 7. to go. Front of the rim, no good. Fights for his own rebound. Knocked to the floor. Gets it, but he's out of bounds. Wow. What a scramble. Jackson Hazel with just a few seconds remaining to try to get the ball back. But ultimately, just a little bit too far outside. Didn't work the Bob Euchre call as much as I wanted, just a bit outside. There's a steal by McCartan, easy layup right side. Grady's got 20, and he puts the Bronx up by 16, under 20 seconds to go. Peyton Bell crosses the time stripe right down the lane, lost the handle for a second, right back to Peyton. Fadeaway three at the top, front rim, no good. Loose ball scramble. Somehow Peyton Bell can't stay away from the basketball. He gets it back again. Easy left-hand layup is good, and that is the end of the ball game. So your final score on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. We go Cody Bronx 50, Lander Tigers 36. The Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show coming up in just a bit. We'll chat with Stu Mullins, conclude our broadcast here in just a few moments, and look ahead to Pinedale next up for Lander and another road trip still to come. Once again, final score, Cody 50, Lander 36, as the Bronx and Phillies sweep the Tigers and Lady Tigers here in a doubleheader from Cody High School. Back with the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show after this on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, and County10.com.
Who is RE/MAX All-Star Realtors? We're a professional real estate agency where your success is our priority. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we're here to guide you every step of the way. With unmatched professionalism and a track record of delivering results, we're your trusted partners in real estate. Your success is our top priority. Find your perfect property with RE/MAX All-Star Realtors. Contact us at 307-856-7827 or visit remaxriverton.com.
At Redden Kane & Associates CPAs, we serve clients across Fremont County and beyond with top-tier accounting services. From individual taxes to business consulting, our creative and precise team offers tax management, estate planning, and more. You'll find us engaged and meticulous to ensure each client gets personalized guidance. Visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more about our services and how we can help you achieve financial success.
Welcome to Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at fremontchevygmcriverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com.
This is the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Visit the tire pros at Bailey's.
Welcome you into the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Again, final score goes Cody 50, Lander 36 here in game number 2 of our doubleheader. Lander ladies also suffer a loss 58-25 at the hands of Cody High School earlier today. We await the arrival of Stu Mullins, the Lander basketball coach, and before we get him on the air, we're going to run down some final scoring numbers in this one. Individually for Lander, Peyton Bell led the charge. She finishes with a dozen, including that last second lay-in to give him that 12th point. Paxton Hollingshead finishes with 8. Noah St. Clair recorded 7 points tonight for the Tigers. Then we dropped to Keaton Iron Eyes, who finished with 4. Gavin Romer ends up with 2 points, and Quincy Gwinna 1 of 2 at the free throw line for a single point for Quincy. Cody Bronx led by Grady McCartan. What a fantastic game Grady had tonight. He wraps up the afternoon with 20 points. Grady McCartan single-handedly kind of the Bronx offense in the second half too. Got a lot of points there, well above his 14-point per game average, and now, like I said, he's going to be really in contention with Maddox Ball. They were 3.3 points separated in team high honors, so he outscores Maddox by a dozen in this one, and that'll boost his average, drop Maddox's average, as Grady may replace Maddox with the team high honors through the season there. Maddox Ball did finish with 8 points, 6 points for Josh Sowers, 5 points for Parker Hine, 5 points for... Actually, I beg your pardon, Parker Hine finishes with 5. Nathaniel Pryor had 4. And then 1 point for Trevor Spomer before fouling out of the contest. So leading from start to finish, Cody's boys and girls in both games. Lander boys certainly made things interesting. Most of the way through was a single-digit game, but again, about late third quarter, Cody went up by 10 and then bounced around between like a 9 and a 6-point lead for quite a while, but ultimately Cody coming up with a big fourth quarter, winning by 14, 50-36. Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show brought to you by, you guessed it, Bailey Tire and Auto Service. They are your tire pros in Fremont County. Tires are a thing you want when you travel in Wyoming, and Bailey's are the tire pros. They can help you out. They have a bunch of great folks on staff there that know exactly what kind of vehicle you have, what kind of conditions you're driving around in, and can say, here's the tire for that for you. So Bailey's has 2 great locations, full-service tire and auto shops at 755 South Federal in Riverton and 1305 West Main in Lander. Lander's back against Pinedale next Friday. Home games on February 7th and 8th. And, of course, you can watch those games on County 10's YouTube channel, radio coverage on KOVE as well. Hoping Stu Mullins comes out of the locker room and up here at some points. We'll take one more time out and continue to wait for our coach's interview here in a little bit. And then again, still to come tonight on KOVE, Wyoming Cowboy coverage as they're off to San Jose State for a Mountain West Conference showdown. Final score from Cody High School. Again, it was Cody 50, Lander 36. Back right after this timeout on KOVE, 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, and county10.com.
Electric are your trusted electrical contractors in Lander. With over 30 years of experience, we excel in light and heavy commercial construction, residential remodeling, and service work. Our licensed electricians use only quality materials and are committed to meeting your construction schedules. For professional electrical services at competitive prices, choose Boyle Electric. Give your place's electrical wiring the touch of excellence. Call 307-332-8139.
I'm John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Lander Tigers on KOVE. Call John Shade or stop by my office at 824 West Main Street for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIP.
Back into the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Lander falls short to Cody, 50-36. Head coach Stu Mullins joins us now. Appreciate you coming up, Coach. Hard-fought game, defensive slugfest there in the first half. Is that just what you expect with Cody? They're physical, they're tough, they're a good football team, obviously.
Yeah.
You get them a couple of times now.
Well, we were... I wouldn't even consider our defense a stiff breeze the last time we played them, right? It was maybe slightly better than a stiff breeze. And so we knew if we could contest their shots and make them play 5-on-5, which, you see we didn't press as much today. They just sliced us up last time. And we didn't want to give up any layups. And at times we did a really good job of that, and I thought we took a huge step today, just learning how to compete for extended periods of time, especially on the defensive end against a really good team.
This is a weird question, but I've been in this gym a few times, and it feels like the opponent always struggles. Is there something about this gym that feels like everybody's right on top of you?
Well, what an atmosphere.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what high school basketball should be about. You have a band that's rocking from beginning to end. It's packed. You got 2 top 5 teams, playing, and this is awesome. So I don't know about the bucket. Early on, I said many times that I thought, I was saying good going back on defense, and the ball rattles out. How many times did we get great shots in that first quarter, and shots just didn't go in? I mean, so the great thing was that we were getting them. The struggle for the entirety of the game was just making them consistently enough.
Feels like, and correct me if I'm wrong here from your standpoint, but feels like even when shots aren't falling, your guys are still enthused and fired up, and the defensive energy is there all over the floor, but there's just nights where shots don't fall.
Sure. And I will say that hasn't been the case all year. If the shots aren't falling, we fall asleep on the defensive end, and so that's something that we've been really working hard in practice and emphasizing with these guys is it doesn't matter. Defense has to travel. You're going to come into situations like this in our conference where it's difficult to win on the road, and if you don't play defense, you could, you might as well not even get off the bus. And so, I told the guys before the game, and I told the guys after. My opinion doesn't change as far as our ability to compete and beat teams like this. We've just got to take that one next step to kind of put it all together.
You get the week of practice and maybe a little bit of rest, and then a trip to Pinedale. What do you kind of go back and work on here over the next few days? Yeah, and this was a tough week. You prepare for one of your biggest conference rivals in Lyman. They're no slouch, and especially to win on their home floor was great for us. So we can't lose sight of that. But yeah, we get back at 12:30 in the morning. We turn around. We have to go practice at Fort Washakie. Oh, wow.
Because wrestling, Shane Brock is at Lander. There was no gyms to be had. And I loved our process, and I anticipated them coming out with a lot of energy, and they did. So yes, moving forward, you have another really, really good team on Friday. They are playing well. They're playing with confidence, and they love our programs love to compete against each other, and it's going to be a heck of a game that would be really, really nice if we could go and pull off a win.
Yeah, I'll look ahead because that's what I can do, but 7th and 8th, you're finally back home after you've been road warriors for a long time, so hopefully the community gets the memo. You haven't had the chance to see Lander for a while. Come out for those home games, but best of luck at Pinedale next week. I think that's another opportunity to get something done on the road and more positive momentum going forward.
Yeah,
but appreciate you coming up and taking a few minutes here.
Hey, thanks for the coverage, and we'll see you down the road.
Absolutely. Coach Mullins joining us here on the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Really appreciate him coming up. It's never easy after a tough loss, and Lander coaches consistently come up and chat with Scott. So that's awesome that they do that and provide that for our broadcast. Again, thanks to Coach Mullins. Thanks to Coach Powell for joining me before the girls' game, and Zoe Mahalan, the Lander senior, we got the chance to speak with. Speaking of thanks, Jason Peterson is the man Peterson. He's the camera operator that brought you all these sights here from Cody High School tonight on our YouTube channel. He travels all across the state. He travels for his job basically every single day, and then in his spare time, he travels around with me. So thanks to Jason Peterson, doing an excellent job as always. Thanks to you for watching with us. Great YouTube chatter there, and we appreciate everybody putting up with the backup broadcaster tonight. Thanks to our YouTube audience and KOVE audience too. Once again, your final scores from Cody High School here in this Saturday doubleheader. In the girls game, it was the Phillies over the Lady Tigers 58-25, and their boys' final score, Cody 50, Lander 36. For Jason Peterson, I'm Jared Anderson. Wyoming Cowboy basketball coverage coming up in just a moment for you here on KOVE. We'll say good night and farewell from Cody to our YouTube audience. Have a great rest of your Wyoming weekend.